what's his face from New Vegas?
Oh, what was it, Matthew Perry?
Yeah. Sadly. Anyway, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Smudcast number 420, Fireproof, a Christian love story about money. And in case you don't know, it is Friday, the end of the month, which means it's Maggie Mae Fish Day. Everyone's favorite time of the month. So,
yep.
Yay.
Smudcast monthly period.
Yeah. Here it is. So, this video came out 2 years ago in September. It has almost 400,000 views. It's not bad after 2 years. And it has a fairly high like ratio. So 17,000 upvotes versus 600 downvotes. I don't know if this is a staple of her. I know that she has covered many Christian-style videos before. They're very niche. I don't know.
Is this the Kirk Cameron one?
Yeah, they're very specific. I don't know who actually watches these things and who makes money off them. It's probably just a tax write-off for the actual producers. But, hey, she covers them, so someone's got to do it. Why not a completely left-leaning nut job? So, why not? Always nice to hear that.
Why even put left-leaning in front of nut job anymore?
Yeah.
We don't have... Just a nut job.
Well, back in the day, we would call someone crazy for many reasons. Now it's just, politically affiliated people now.
I'm a nut job. Oh, so you vote left? Oh, okay. This is. Cathedrals.
Anyway, this is going to be a 32-minute long video. I highly doubt we'll get it covered all today, and even if we try to, we might not want to do it tomorrow, depending on how it sits with us today. We don't know yet. I only watched a minute, and it was kind of, not good. So,
all I'm going to say is I'm getting absolutely plastered tomorrow at a Halloween party. I'm not going to be here for it. If we do a part 2, just putting that out there. I've got better things to do. I have a life.
Okay.
I want to live it in happiness.
I'm doing a book reader Wheel of Time trailer analysis tomorrow after I get done with my plasma donation appointment. Then I'm watching Bubba Hotep, and then I'm watching some... I can't remember what it is exactly. It's say kind of like a Street Fighter knockoff movie.
Street Fighter knockoff movie.
By the way, when is Wheel of Time coming out? I know there's a trailer that came out, but
Never. There have been 3 trailers that have come out so far, and the official release date is the 19th of November.
Wow.
And we'll keep... And there are going to be 8 episodes. The first 3 are going to be released on the 19th, with the final episode of the season being released on the 24th, I believe.
Okay, because I know that Bebop from Netflix is coming out on the 19th of November. So...
You've seen all the trailers? It is shit competitioning with shit.
Yeah.
Great.
Which one is... Okay, to be fair, which one is solid shit and which one is diarrhea?
Well, considering the fact that I know nothing about Cowboy Bebop, and I watched the live-action trailer, and I just turned to my girlfriend and went, no.
No.
Just no.
I didn't watch Cowboy Bebop either, and I know I don't.
It just looked so terrible. I was like, no.
At least Wheel of Time.
I've seen fair movies that were better.
At least like Wheel of Time. Well, the problem is with Wheel of Time. Like at least it looks pretty okay production-wise. I'm a little bit concerned because 80% of the trailer is original content that is not in the books.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So it is. They're putting money into it, but they're not actually making Wheel of Time. It's gonna be like this Lucifer show that has nothing to do with the comic either.
Yeah, I know it.
Are we
there's
talking about
several
CW Lucifer?
some scenes from the
Yes.
book.
Oh, no.
Some scenes from the book in there, like you have Faraldara, you have the Trolloc attack on Emmons Field, but for whatever reason, Moraine is involved with the capture of Logain.
That is nonsense. That is such nonsense. She's Blue Archer. Why would she be involved in capturing a false dragon? What the fuck?
Kind of the problem is
Who wrote this?
It's happening concurrently. I think like it's also Nynaeve is also there as well in the middle of the fighting.
Why?
Why? What? What? What?
Just throw characters together. Just have it all together. It's great. Great idea.
This stupid cunt can't even use the bloody magic.
I assume all these characters you just named, apart from the person getting captured, are women, and I just assume they're just grabbing all the women characters and saying, "This is what they're doing."
Probably. Sounds like it.
Exactly. I think like after the split happens, that Moraine somehow gets sidetracked and is in the fighting in Gildan. While everybody else is split off on their various journeys after Shadow Logoth.
Okay.
So,
This is stupid.
there's also they've also added Eamon Valda a little bit early, which is fine. There's also supposedly going to be Perrin's going to have a wife who's going to die in the middle of the Emmons Field battle, apparently.
Oh no, she's going to get fridged.
Wait, what? Who?
Perrin Ibarra.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
No, I didn't understand the name.
Perrin Ibarra is going to have a wife already, and she's going
What?
to die in the middle of the Emmons Field fight.
What? 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 The whole point of the three boys is that they all have no experience and understanding with women.
Wisp is triggered.
Ah!
Triggered just
Be so fucking glad I'm not in the United States, because I wouldn't accidentally have bullets on the set. Fucking shit.
I would accidentally have
it gets better. The one scene that they've released, you remember how in the book Moraine goes into the Emmons Field and nobody recognizes she's an Aes Sedai? She is immediately recognized as an Aes Sedai by Egwene's mom.
How? Nobody in Bloody Emmons Field knows what they even are.
All she sees is the Great Serpent Ring, and she's like,
nobody knows what that even is! This is a backwater village cut off through natural phenomena like raging rivers and mountain ranges. The people there are so fucking inbred that they have enough old blood to have strong magic users. That's the whole fucking reason. They're so fucking cut off from the rest of the world that they don't know anything about the rest of it. They don't even know who their fucking queen is. They don't even... And Andor, the country, the nation they're part of, doesn't even send people to tax them because it's just too hard to get to. How would anyone there know what a serpent ring is? What is this bullshit?
This just sounds like a bunch of feminists have got hold of this book, looked up on Wikipedia women characters, and said, "This must be who we have to follow and do stuff." Women, yay!
All the women have magical knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck off!
If they do, then we're all fucked.
Stop raping our culture, for fuck's sake!
Well, I know who my queen is, and we're looking at her right now, so...
Oh, that's not
Smud. No.
One way to get back to the video. Okay, anyway.
Yeah.
No, I want to hear more about this book.
No, you don't. Anyway.
I can't believe Jordan's wife was fine with this.
Maybe I should do a trailer reaction with Wisp. I think that would be hilarious.
Yes.
I want to be paid for that. For damages.
There are 3 trailers out and a 2-minute scene of
Didn't I already watch some of this shit with you?
Those
I was
were
like,
the-
who is this? Who's this character? Who's that supposed to be? Oh, that's supposed to be Tom Merrin, the bard. The 80 years old guy with the long mustache. No, now he looks like the Witcher. In his prime. And he doesn't have a wonderful harp fit for a royal court. No, now he has a guitar. Where the fuck does he hide a guitar in his Gleeman cloak? How do you hide a guitar?
Wisp, just be grateful he wasn't changed into a sassy black woman.
They did that with other characters.
The amusing
Has
thing is
substitutes, it's okay.
when you look at one of the scenes, there is an African black woman in Mansfield.
That makes no sense. No one knows anyone.
Yeah, and
This is backwater inbred village.
Anyway,
Anyway, Maggie, come on,
Maggie Mae
come
Fish Day. Let's get on with it. Oh.
These can be long.
So Maggie, with her demon
I
face.
love bad movies. From bad drama.
Really?
think I need to see a shrink?
God, there's nothing wrong with seeing a shrink, okay? To
that Matthew
bad
McConaughey?
rom-coms. To bad horror movies made by a bunch of suburban kids that end up on Netflix somehow.
Nikki, can I stay with you tonight? Okay.
There are many reasons that a movie can be so bad that it's good. But one genre that really stands out as particularly bad is Christian evangelical movies. Movies like Fireproof, I'm in Love with the Church Girl, and Christmas Ranch. There's stilted dialogue.
Sleep? How can you sleep when our daughter's out with that
boy. He's a boy, Lydia.
Wonky framing and editing. And laughably overdramatic plot points.
Santa.
Santa.
Man.
But if we pay closer attention, there's something that makes Christian films uniquely bad. And it's the fact that Christian filmmakers have entirely different goals from your average bad filmmaker. These evangelical filmmakers
Similar
are
to
looking
leftists?
to communicate specific messages and train their audience to think and behave in a certain
No,
Yeah, completely different. Yeah, completely different to my left-leaning directors
Yeah,
and writers and producers who want to push their ideology onto Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Kind of black.
It was so obvious that I saw 4 people press the pause button. We all thought the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's like, so yeah.
No, I was agreeing with her.
You're Mexican, that's fine.
It's okay, Eric. You can
Whoa,
say
whoa.
Anyway.
A little racism, huh?
But yeah,
Racists,
I just
we're people from different ethnicities.
yes.
We're also racist.
And also, yeah, we're also racist. No, but yeah, her bringing this up is such hypocrisy. It is literally like,
Yeah, pretty much. It's self-awareness at like -100.
yeah, I just Wisp could explain it better. Wisp, just say socialism and narcissism and something in a long rant. And I'll agree.
I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to the insanity. I couldn't process it yet.
You're still worked up about the book, aren't you?
And she said
Yes.
that Christian movies are unique, that they promote an ideology. It's like, okay.
Yeah, no. But,
Look at fucking Hollywood!
They success.
We just talked about Wheel of Time being fucked up like this. We just talked about Cowboy Bebop being fucked up like this. You brain dead bint!
yeah, but this is
Bingo!
Mission accomplished.
Okay, thank you very much, Wisp. All right, great. Yes, it was very ironic for her to say that in a full sentence without flinching. So, anyway,
We have seen her mouth at the beginning, so you know.
Is that why she's your queen, Smud?
she is the queen of Smudcast. Yes, I don't think that's why though. But-
I thought you were going to say
What?
So if she joined the server right now, she would be crowned queen.
Well, she'd have to unblock me and all that stuff. But yeah, we'd put her on.
She blocked you? Dang, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, we got a super chat.
Oh, we do.
Oh, that's retarded, bro.
Here's Swedish Chef. Thank you, sir. Coke didn't do Velma any favors. Oh.
Oh.
Velma doesn't
Which is
deserve
doubly ironic because the lady who played Velma in the live-action Scooby-Doo is way more attractive than the lady they got to play Daphne.
Oh, yeah.
Then the lady they got to play Daphne, Michelle Gellar has a name, and you will remember it.
Michelle Gellar.
But
yeah.
yes, I do agree that yeah,
Isn't she like 50 now?
possibly.
So I'd still do her.
He's 46. Dunn, you knew that suspiciously quickly.
I'm Googling her right now.
I just watched all of Buffy and Angel.
Oh, really?
And she gets subsequently ugly as the show goes on, and flatter.
What?
Her character development? What's the opposite of development?
So,
Regression?
Regression, yeah, I guess.
Sarah Michelle Gellar is 44, and Linda Cardellini is 46.
Oh.
Let's see.
How old is Maggie?
Did Daphne ever do anything?
I don't know about what is it. Turtles can live up to like 100. What can other reptiles live up to?
What's that age between 101 and 102? What would you call it?
100 and a bit.
100 and a little bit.
What?
No clue.
Anyway.
I still just love the idea of thinking about Maggie as some sort of alien reptile creature that has no understandings of anything. And is just desperately trying.
Renegade Cut is a robot. Maggie is a reptile alien.
Yeah, Maggie is.
She has a certain understanding to emotion, just not the right one. Renegade doesn't have any understanding of human emotion.
Renegade doesn't have emotion.
Yeah, exactly. He's a robot. That's my point.
Maggie at least has emotion. I think he's a zombie.
I think he's a blob.
I think he's an AI trying to understand human emotion.
No, he's not an AI. No, AI is supposed to be smart.
AI.
No. Maggie. He means Maggie.
Oh, Maggie.
Maggie at least has emotion. She also doesn't understand emotion, but at least she has them.
Maggie's a reptile alien.
Oh well.
Is Renegade Cut a slug alien?
I don't know. Probably. Maybe he's either a slug alien or a really, really shitty robot. A Windows XP robot.
Beta suck.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go.
They are not trying to make movies that the would consider good. They're making modern day parables. So before we jump into today's movie,
who gives a shit?
let's talk about the values and behaviors that these Christian evangelical filmmakers are trying to teach their audience. First off, there's prosperity gospel, which is the idea that wealth is proof that God loves you. The people who subscribe to this belief system have absolutely no shame about being conspicuously rich. If you watch footage of a megachurch sermon, which has more in common with a massive country music concert than it does with the humble teachings of Jesus, it's easy to see why a downtrodden person might walk into this event, see all the glitz and glam, and think, this pastor must be onto something. It's the same reason that
Maggie, how much... perfect picture. Maggie, how much do your bread tuber friends make?
Yeah.
You know, the communists who preach to
his
eat
son,
the rich.
I'm a socialist biker, with his £2 million house, or $2 million house, and all of it. Bernie, I'm a democratic socialist. Sanders, by the way, I've only got 3 houses. Billionaires are the ones who should be got rid of since I'm a millionaire now.
Yeah, Bernie got thrown out of a kibbutz for being too lazy. Sanders.
And so this church is like, this whole gold thing is like, okay, so technically, from my knowledge, in churches I went, they don't own this gold.
Yeah.
Can't really sell it for money, technically. I mean, eventually maybe it could happen.
Yeah, this is a temple. It's there to be there and stay
it
there
will be
forever.
there regardless, yes.
Lindsay Ellis makes tons of money.
Yeah.
She's kind of the princess of the woke crowd who was briefly banished for a minor indiscretion, and then she came right back.
Yeah.
It's just...
Was it because she was white?
Because she made a comment about Raya the Last Dragon being like Avatar the Last Airbender, and supposedly that contributes to race hate.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, God.
How much does red make?
Look, but the thing is, it's just this. Oh, these people are using this to make money. Unlike my side, who would never, ever, ever do it. Just ignore all the examples of it happening.
That's all you gotta say at it.
What do you expect of Hassan? Die? Damn,
yeah, I'd be perfectly okay with him doing that. I don't care. I don't care what he does. I don't care what any of these people do. They're all arrogant assholes. I don't like any of them.
To answer one of the in the chat, the live chat, Holy Shock, didn't Jesus say the love of money was bad? It's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, that's the abridged version.
Yeah, but Jesus says a lot of things that no one listens about. So, anyhow.
Like, yeah, just loving money alone, or placing your identity on money is it's bad.
I'll be honest. It's better to cry in a Mercedes than it is to cry on a bike. So.
Oh yeah, sure. I never it's never implies like, oh no, you should literally hate money or you should completely throw money away. It's just like, okay,
yeah,
money's useful.
Well,
don't make it your identity.
Identity is another psychological issue entirely, but I think she's referring to the concept that the people who believe or have strong confidence in whatever are rewarded for their efforts. They say, oh, this is the way we are supposed to live. This is God's will. This is what it means to have faith, yada, yada, yada. So you could say this about any time in history, whether you are following your leader and he, I don't know, has a victory in battle or gets a good deal going on between another company and they bring in a new bunch of people or a new bunch of funds or capital to the business. You could say this about many things where you're confident and you're successful. So it's not intrinsic to religion, although this is one of the things that people criticize the Christians, or rather these sort of, I wouldn't say opportunists, but rather ambitious pastors of evangelism that say, oh, well, you have all these planes, you have all these cars, blah, 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 blah. And that's true. Why do they have them? I don't know. It's up to their lifestyle.
You can't believe in God and be a bad Christian. Like, it's not that difficult.
Kirk Cameron is one of those people. I will fully admit that. Cameron is insane.
The thing is, at the end of the day, the reason why I will defend these pastors who make tons of money is because the people who are going against them are also using their platform to make tons of money.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, sure. Like I said before, and like Big Bro Tijano said, like greed is bad, having money is fine.
Yeah, but what my point is you can't. Neither side has the moral high ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just. But I will defend the side that's like not trying to pretend to have the moral high ground at this point. Do you know what I mean? Say if we were watching a video
it's
of
more of like says you kind of thing.
Yeah, because at this point in time, it's just Maggie railing on Christianity again because she's a fucking nut job. So I'm going to defend Christianity and these people. If it's the other way around, I'm going to have to defend Maggie because it's just a bit like, well, yeah, she's just doing the exact same as you. Shut up. Leave her alone. Yeah, she's a nut job, but you've got nothing to stand by.
Okay, here's Tyler Preston. Thank you for the tip. Maggie, as the grandson of a retired pastor, I can certainly tell you that what you just said was complete horseshit. They don't make much money. They mostly rely on donations, and that's pretty much every church, how it goes.
It depends on the type of congregation.
Sure.
Mega churches are a very different thing that are questionable in regards of the wider Christian idea.
And in
But not all of
the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, nobody gets paid, really. Aside from maybe the high-ups, but other than that, bishops, the Quorum of the 70, nobody gets paid for their labors.
Yeah.
To have a secondary.
I only
bishops have to
know
have a
the
secondary
churches in my
job.
country, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't get paid either.
Yeah.
Here is another tip from I'm living in Dunn's attic. Okay. The queen of the phony socialists, ContraPoints, makes $26K a month, plus however much she makes on ad revenue from her merch and kickbacks from her charities. She spends it on makeup and blow and other stuff people they hate buy. Oh, really?
And as far as we know, drugs.
Well, that's what blow is.
She's a good, according to her, she's a good Christian or evangelical or whatever the fuck she calls at this point.
Contra's
That is hilarious. That is honestly hilarious.
I don't think I've ever watched one of her videos. I have no idea.
No.
I have not.
Her name keeps coming up, and I just choose not to pay any attention to this person.
I might have seen a clip on Twitter for like 10 seconds. I was like, what the hell? That was it. So my knowledge of whatever that channel is or that character is, I don't know.
Contra got the same short-term cancellation that Lindsay got for having had wondered for a moment why her generation of trans is so different from this new generation of trans. It was just this open thought.
Wow.
Just this moment of wonder. And that was enough for them to harpy down on Contra.
Yeah.
Who I'm not sure, maybe I'm mistaking Contra for someone else here, but I think Contra admitted at some point to not having had dysphoria to begin with. But that's another topic.
That is a whole other ballgame, yeah. Okay.
That is another story.
Let's keep going here.
I would have to go through all those videos and to check that, and I do not want to do that.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I hope you can understand.
Okay.
Not recommend you do that, yes.
Anyway, we're probably going to never cover her, so don't worry about it.
In the Catholic Church built massive architecture-posing cathedrals. It's awe-inspiring. The experience is designed to make you feel as if you're insignificant nothing in the house of...
Oh, shut up.
What?
No.
Sorry, what?
No.
Awe-inspiring doesn't mean that you feel like nothing.
When you have okay, we're talking about what the Middle Ages when these things were built. I can't exactly recall the exact time periods for every single church.
She's being vague about it. She's not saying whether.
We're talking about cathedrals for people believing in the glory of God, and they pay these architects and these artists and artisans to make these things. It doesn't make you feel insignificant. I don't think I've ever walked into a church with a beautiful organ playing and a choir made me feel insignificant. Quite the opposite, in fact. So I don't know where she's getting that, and I don't think I've ever been intimidated by a church, especially not even a Baroque style or a Gothic style, whatever you call this specific look. You go, wow, look at this amazing architecture. Look at the acoustics. Here the acoustics in this room are amazing.
I have a Muslim friend who went to, I think, Belgium or Slovakia. I don't remember which one. And he went to one of the churches, and it's like one of the cathedrals, and he's like, "Yeah, it's beautiful. It feels warm. There's this warmth." And he's like, "Yeah, you're not feeling. Oh yeah, I feel worthless and insignificant. I've never heard that in my life."
Yeah, I've seen. I don't know exactly where in. Is it Belgium or? It might have been maybe in Germany.
Sure. Yeah.
They actually take churches and not convert them, but they use them as performances for. I think it was a Christmas. There's a traditional Christmas performance.
Oh yeah, but that's not that's a general thing churches do here, that they open them up for concerts of any genre because the acoustics are so great.
Right. This was a traditional one. I don't know. Maybe it might have been in Austria. I don't recall the exact name of the church. But
we have... Yeah, go on. Sorry.
yeah, but it's absolutely amazing, and they play entire symphonies for 3 hours, whatever it is. If you like that kind of thing, it's amazing. But a lot of people's like, whoa, it's too much. So
we do medieval concerts here in churches, Irish folk music, and metal.
Wow.
And goth metal, everything.
Beautiful stuff, guys. Anyway.
And there's nothing like a metal concert in a church.
Commend.
Okay.
Lord. God is infinitely powerful, so these pass an image of infinite wealth. I don't need to tell you that money is power. So they are explicitly linking their financial power to the power of God. As we talk about each of the Christian films I'll be covering in this series of YouTube videos,
pretty much
you'll
socialism.
see money come up over and over and over again.
We covered that.
Money is
very,
a
very
constant
important
thing in
and
our
very
world.
good. These movies love money. They gush about material wealth.
Please donate to
eternal
PLM.
God taking on a material body.
They think about everything in terms of money. But according to these movies, not just anyone should control the money. The money needs to be controlled by a man. Which brings us to economic abuse.
What? Oh god.
What?
Oh no. Money controlled by a man. Fuck me, the world's gonna end. Oh no. Only women had more control of money. Then we
Maggie,
all have
how much are you spending on makeup and shit?
Yeah.
You think that's economically sane?
Now, maybe I haven't met enough women in my life, but they're usually not that good with money. I'm not saying they're not stupid or smart in other areas, but not the greatest savers in the world.
Yeah.
All you have to do is watch Bridezillas. Why do they want to spend so much money on a fucking wedding?
Yeah, Eric, not even that. I have to stop. I have to stop my girlfriend on a daily basis from just buying like random animals that we cannot afford. Because she goes, "Oh, look so cute." No. She goes, "Oh, look at these dogs on like Facebook. They're selling." It's like, no, we can't afford a dog. What about this cat?
Are you talking about in reality?
Yeah, in reality, I have to stop. Like, she wants to buy another horse. We haven't.
Another.
Yeah, she has 2 horses. Yeah, she has 2 horses.
2 horses.
One's a
2
shepherd.
horses, woman. That is enough.
See, in my experience, that happens during the first 5 minutes of conversation, and about the next 5 minutes, I'm already finished my beer. I'm out the door.
I knew what I was getting into, but I wasn't expecting.
Like the greatest evidence of women not knowing what to do with their money is fucking shopping. Usually, men just go. Usually men just go in, and it's like, okay, I know what I'm gonna get, and I go in, get the thing, immediately get out. Women, it's like, they look at one fucking t-shirt, and I know this from personal experience, they look at one fucking shirt for like hours, and they never touch it and never buy it, and then they look for the other. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ.
And see, this is again where the tomboy outclasses the normal woman. Because my tomboy friend, she only owns half a horse. Because that's economically more feasible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
She shares it with someone else.
Oh, okay. I was like, half a
which
horse.
also means that there's always someone able to tend to the horse.
Oh, my girlfriend.
Okay, that's good.
Tend to the horses. But like,
sorry, I was actually thinking. Sorry,
but your girlfriend, she's now between 2 horses, and now she wants a third.
Yeah, but she looks after both horses pretty well. I mean, yeah, I do have to go up to the stables and help her out, but because it's winter and it's extra work. So, but I'm nice because I'm a nice boyfriend.
How do you brush 3 horses with 2 arms?
How do you brush? You don't do it all at the same time, Chris.
Well, you see,
how many horses are too many to brush?
When we worship Cthulhu, he gives us extra arms. So
yeah, exactly. When you worship the flying spaghetti monster, you just get tons of extra appendages, and you just can brush all the horses you want.
There you go.
Cthulhu is not going to give you extra arms with hands. He's going to give you extra arms with hooves, with which you can't brush the other horses.
Just tie it with a brush. I don't know.
The thing is, she's got one normal horse and one Shetland pony, so it's not too difficult, to look after. Why am I talking about all these horses? But it was just an example of women just spend a lot of money. Now
look at Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah, she just spent tons of money on a piece of shit for 10 years. She paid Ryan Johnson repeatedly.
Yeah, she pays the budgets of small countries.
Yeah,
only on shit.
She still gives money to a man. God damn it!
Only to burn it.
She gave enough money to feed the whole of Ethiopia for the rest of time, so that a film could end with Ray Skywalker. What? Really? It's great, wonderful. Kids are dying.
I kind of do feel bad for Ethiopia, but in the same time, I shouldn't.
No, at least it's not Morocco. Anyway, but yeah.
No, burn Morocco. No, burn Morocco. That's like a solid thing. Morocco should just perish from existence.
But this whole
French
thing of
and Arabic and shit Arabic, not just any Arabic.
But yeah, this whole thing of money should be with a man. Yeah, I know it's terrible. We get it. You're a raving feminist who hates men. Cool.
Okay, are you gonna pay for my drinks then?
Woman, you have the money, so you have the money. Pay for my drinks.
Anyway.
Bitch.
Okay.
I'm sure Smuds said that quite a few times, haven't you?
Stupid bitch.
There have been stories, yes.
Are you with some drink?
With some fries.
Well, we should probably let her continue her insane maunderings.
Yes. Here is one tip from Maggie Mae Squish. It's bad that Christian organizations have a lot of money, also them. If you say it's hypocritical for socialists to be millionaires and live in high society, you don't understand what socialism is. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah. Scam. Just like some scam Christian churches.
Well, Maggie Mae Fish is a lizard, like the devil. Oh, makes sense.
She's a reptilian space lizard from Pluto.
Yeah.
Or she's an alien from the planet Zeist.
Instead, she's not giving you the fruit; she's giving you socialism.
She's an alien from the planet Zeist.
Find out on Buzz Lightyear, the movie.
10 points to whoever can, or major kudos to whoever knows what aliens from the planet Zeist is from.
I don't care.
I'm sorry,
Highlander 2, The Quickening.
I don't know anything about it.
Wait, there were aliens involved in Highlander 2?
Yeah,
that's what the Highlanders, that's what the Immortals are. They are literally aliens from the planet Zeist.
What? I missed that part.
Oh, no. Can we not talk about Highlander 2?
Didn't the Highlander law change every
answer?
Yes, it did.
Let us never watch Highlander ever again.
Let us never speak of the sequels to Highlander. Let us just forget that ever happened.
Or the video game.
Yes.
Or the video game, or anything. Highlander ended when a French Scottishman who'd been taught by a Scottish Egyptian cut off Clancy Brown's head. That was it. It's as simple as that.
Highlanders, like how China sees Taiwan, it doesn't exist.
I thought Highlander 3 should have been Highlander 2, and then it should have ended. You can watch number 3. That is watchable.
I'm not watching any of them.
That is completely fine. That is completely.
Whisp, I've already explained. Already explained. French Scottishman taught by a Scottish Egyptian cuts off Clancy Brown's head. That's it. That's where the story ends. That's Highlander. Nice. Spoilers for the movie that came out in 1980 something.
It's actually funnier. It's actually funnier. It's a Frenchman playing a Scotsman who's trained by a Egyptian pretending to be a Spaniard played by a Scotchman who is being hunted by an ancient Russian barbarian played by a dude from Ohio.
What the fuck is this mixture?
It's beautiful. It is absolute It is an absolute work of art.
Well, believe it or not, the TV series is not bad. So
What with surprise brother McLeod?
Adrian Paul, the same clan. What do you know?
The guys aren't able to act anything.
I know.
The guys would be unable to act a rock.
He's amazing. That's why you watch these shows. They're so stupid.
Or just a
I have to
rock.
like stay still the entire time and stiff.
I recently watched
Credit to
Legend of the
Rock.
Seeker, and it's both doesn't hold up, but also does hold up. It's kind of a hilarious mix, really.
I only knew him from watching through all the movies in one go, like one per day, and then suddenly Duncan MacLeod turns up. I'm like, who is this? This makes no sense. Where was he before? What is this? Where? I thought there could only be one. Where's this other one now from? What? How does this work? This is so broken.
So
Why did you break it?
this lovely video.
Why did you break
Well,
it?
let's continue.
Yeah. Economic abuse.
Economic abuse is a form of abuse. Intimate partner has control over the other partner's access to economic resources,
So men.
which diminishes
wait.
the victim's capacity to support themselves and forces them to depend on the perpetrator financially.
The perpetrator? What?
Yes, Maggie, do you know how Asian families were organized and in part still are? And I think Norse societies were like that as well, where
Oh,
the
really?
woman has the complete control over the household, and the man, he works and just brings the money in, and the wife does the bookkeeping. She allocates the money completely.
Thankfully, makeup
That
didn't exist
is
back
how those horrible, archaic patriarchal societies worked. And that's probably when women had a bit more financial sense.
Nothing's stopping people from learning about finances and investing and banking and saving and all that good stuff, being thrifty. So, and nothing's stopping a woman or a man from going out and getting a job, being in a relationship as well. So, you can have your own money. You can share it if you choose.
Yeah,
The question I have is, what does this have to do with evangelical Christianity? Is my question.
I mean,
It has nothing to do with it.
See,
That's the
only evangelical Christians admit to economic abuse.
Yeah, and see to the
No.
chat,
like
yes,
sex?
this does not mention sex in any way. The thing is that I, for some reason, assume that Maggie only thinks in men holding the money makes them the abusers, and that women doing that never happens.
Yep.
That is not abuse when women do it. I assume I am very, very biased against Maggie here. You can have mean opinions of me for that. But I think Maggie doesn't care if a woman does this.
You know, it's hard finding these people, though. I've spoken to lots of folks. I've gone out on dates and met women. They are not really knowledgeable on these topics unless they were doing it for, like, they're a copywriter and they have to publish on a blog which was about investing, so they have to research the topic, but they themselves don't know it. So it's very rare to find people. But even talking to you guys, like, you might not know about investing or mutual funds or GICs or all kinds of stuff. And that's fine. Like, you don't need to know it as long as you have a job and you are paying your bills, and that's good. You don't have to worry about that stuff. But, you know, to get financially independent and to have stocks and bonds and all that stuff, it's like that's a whole other discipline that they just don't teach in schools. So you have to figure it out yourself, go to school for it, or maybe your parent teaches you or a neighbor or a friend. So it's kind of rare. It's like any skill. I don't know how to do plumbing work. I just don't. Never got around to it. So you can learn these things. So can you abuse your money? Of course you can. Can you feel like you're a stickler and no one should have control of it except for you? Sure. But usually when you're in a relationship or a marriage, you get into it for financial reasons, which is tax purposes. And it's very common. that people, even in or living together, will be considered common law. Not that they have a romantic relationship, but they're actually saving money. And they say, hey, we're going to live together for the next 4 or 5 years. We may as well just say on our tax return, we're together and no one cares. And you can say that, and that's that. You pay less taxes. Bravo. That's it. That's all it is. So go for it. Take any advantage you can from the tax man, whatever the case may be.
See, I don't need to know all that. I just have God to help me. Hallelujah.
It's all God's plan to be tax effective.
I know, right? Tax effective.
Holy shit. Drake's song makes sense now.
Yeah, God's plan involved taxes, and it's like, mm-hmm.
I'm betting that's Maggie's view now.
Is it every first world nation has every religious organization pay no taxes? Is that how it goes?
Yes, that's pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Thought so.
But the thing is, we all know, right, that this entire video is just a cover for Maggie to go on one of her insane rants that has nothing to do with the movie, and we're already getting there, and we've not even got to Fireproof yet. It's great. This is wonderful.
Yes.
Anyway. We haven't got to Fireproof, and we've already got to Men Bad.
Yeah, I want to see the stories of women who are the breadwinners and men who are the caring, nice homemaker, whatever you want to call them. Because I'm sure there are stories like that. It's extremely rare, but there's an exception to these rules. So, would they be abusing their money and fame? I don't know. Maybe.
No.
The thing is, we always people abuse their money. I mean, how many female actresses or singers have you seen who just go nuts on drugs? Did Whitney Houston abuse her money? Yeah, of course. Amy Winehouse? Oh, she was wonderful with her cash. Pay no attention to the alcohol and the drugs she's injected into herself. People go nuts with their money just because it's more about your sex. Yeah. God's sake, Maggie.
Alrighty. Let's keep going.
See what she does have to say.
Since these movies are obsessed with men controlling, if it's a love story, then it will involve a man using his money to woo a woman. If the main characters are
like what happens a lot of times in fucking relationships, men do use money to woo women because we have to pay for things. What do you think we find for? Those wonderful roses? We don't all jump into someone's garden and nick them. Right? That wonderful date, we don't all jump out a window and don't pay. What the fuck? Have you ever dated, Maggie?
She's a lizard.
No, of course not.
What the fuck?
I just wonder, did she not learn anything from her parents? What does she see as her dad as?
Yeah, but
is he part of the problem?
Yeah, but his thing, did
he obtain his mother with money? He bought her off online or something?
Yeah, no, but it's like this. It's like, Mum, how did Dad woo you? And her mum was like, well, once the dart went into my neck, he sort of had me. And I was chained to the basement for 15 months. I learned to love him.
Hey, $59.99.
Like you do.
And I learned to love him.
They use their money.
I used money to him. I don't know.
He was disgusting. He took me out on dates and paid for stuff. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I fell in love with him.
What a massive cunt! What a massive cunt! He treated me like a princess.
Why did you marry him, Mom? What do you want me to do? Die?
Oh.
Yeah.
Starve.
He spent millions for a wedding. I just had to accept it.
He spent millions on a wedding, the massive prick. How dare he do that? Using his money to woo me.
Love of a bitch.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Fun dating these wonderful people who care about nothing about money. It's like, really? Nothing. Huh.
Yeah. If I said to try dating a woman with no cash, it is
it's not fun.
Try dating someone you're broke. Yeah, they're going to be falling to your lap. Jesus Christ. There's nothing women love more than a fucking sponger.
Yeah.
You know, I would really appreciate if women would pay stuff for me. You know.
Okay then.
Just fucking
Oh.
can't believe it.
I'm like broke most of the time, so it would have helped.
Yeah.
Lady.
But okay, sure.
Wow. Yeah, you know, at this point, it's like there's no winning this. Like,
Yeah,
oh, okay,
you
I'm
can't
broke.
win. With Maggie, you can't win. If you were poor, she complains we don't buy stuff. If you're rich, she complains that you buy stuff. If you're middle ground, she complains that you can also buy and maybe not buy things. You're like that. You know what? Just be alone. Just fuck off.
Yeah, you're
Be
normal.
alone.
Oh shit, that's a problem. We got to situate that. Oh no.
Okay, let's go.
Are already in a relationship, the story will involve a man financially dominating his female partner. In a scene where a husband and wife express different ideas about how they should spend their money.
Hold on. What did she just say? Jump there.
The man is financially dominating on the woman?
Oh, financially dominating.
She didn't say financially, did she? I just heard dominating.
Yes, financially. Like I would love to have a date that financially dominates me. That'd be amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to have a sugar mama, but that ain't never gonna happen.
You want to pay for dinner? I love you already. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. You're going to pay for all these things? Let me get that ring out that I've been saving.
It reminds me of like that character Sam X from Burnos. He would always hook up with these sugar mamas, and they would always pay for whatever he needed, and he never complains. He appreciates it.
Yeah, I just how dare someone pay for stuff for you?
What an asshole!
Yeah, those inconsiderate bastards. How dare you pay?
Consider that you helped me. Son of a bitch.
I question,
guy,
like,
a poor
how
beggar,
dude,
you give him money, he's like, you inconsiderate son of a bitch.
Shall we keep going to see what more further horrors we have awaiting us?
Yes.
Why?
This just proves to me that Maggie's never dated anyone ever.
Or does she have friends?
Well, she has a weird non-binary asexual lesbian friends whom she talks about about Harry Potter.
The Lord of the Rings.
Well, is it okay if she buys stuff for her?
No, that's being
that's why I'm saying. That's why we said it's like there's no winning. It's like I buy for her, fuck you. She buys for me, fuck you.
So wait, if you subscribe to her
both,
Patreon,
anyway.
she just gets mad at you?
Oh yeah, yes. You're financially dominating her.
Then
I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna just subscribe to her Patreon just so I can say I financially dominate Maggie Mae Fish.
Oh, that'd be great if enough people do it. Well, I don't know. I don't see who wins. I don't really.
To be fair, we already have multiple people who are already doing that.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Will be portrayed as silly and naggy, and the man's will be portrayed as totally relatable and definitely reasonable. And the number one tool that characters in these Christian evangelical movies use to manipulate other characters is spiritual abuse, which is when one person exploits religion in order to keep another person in a harmful situation or abusive relationship.
I know someone like that. It's the wife.
Ways. First, characters use religious guilt trips to get what they want. If you're not behaving how I want you to behave, I'll just tell you that you're sinning, or that you're disrespecting God until you do what I want. Second, a character will use pseudo-religious rhetoric to avoid answering any valid questions or concerns another character might have. These answers usually just serve the goal of diffusing and subverting curiosity rather than actually responding to it. Like this back and forth from I'm in love with a church girl.
If God is this all-loving, all-seeing, all-being God, then why does he allow things to happen like rape, murder, war? Like, that part I don't understand, babe.
See, you clearly have been giving this a lot of thought.
Asking, why do bad things happen, is pretty much Baby's first question about God. So by framing that as giving it a lot of thought, the movie is acting as if we're undergoing this deep, meaningful, existential process. That's the extent to which these evangelicals want to allow questions about religion, as if, why does a bad thing happen, is a galaxy brain level thought. And by having her move on without actually responding to that question.
It's just replace evangelical
so
with socialism, and it's such an ironic thing. I know you were thinking about this.
I'm gonna bring up Yuri Besmanov. There's a reason why utilizing someone to worship you, human, is more effective than making someone worship, say, Bible, God. Because the moment the person worships the Bible or God, then that person no longer follows you technically. Even if you are manipulating the words, you can still access, say, the Bible. So if I tell a person, do something that this God figure that you can't technically kill, like at least conventionally, do something that contradicts that, that person's not going to follow you anymore. With socialism, or communism, to be more exact, if that person is demoralized, then he's dependent on your morals, that is much more fluent. And you can just simply change it. It's like, okay, men are bad now. No, women can do it now. It's okay. Economic abuse is bad, but no, when it's only men.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but yeah, everything she just said, change it to her ideology, and you have the exact same point. And this is what,
and it's even more effective, I would argue.
Yeah.
It's kind of the idea that. Why does God allow bad things to happen? It's because there has to be an opposition in all things. If there wasn't bad, then good would have no meaning.
Yeah, exactly. To be good, there has to be bad, and it's If everything was good,
there's a lot more into this than how she simplifies it.
Yeah, because Maggie has no brain.
Maggie doesn't actually have a concept of good and bad, as in because to her everything that she agrees with is good, regardless of whether it is actually good or bad. The only reason it's good is because it's in her head is what she agrees with. So, say if somehow on Twitter's sphere it said killing children was good, she think it'd be good because it's part of her ideology. That's the thing.
I mean, they're kind of doing it close.
But no, but what I'm saying is this is the problem. This is why she comes across as this psychopath thing that doesn't understand. How can I put this in the nicest way possible while also still...
Don't be nice. Why would you be nice?
While still insulting her. It's very hard to explain. It's just a bit like... It's a group of people
who have no moral standard.
Compass. Yeah, there's no moral compass to these people. And the fact that religion tries to have a moral compass confuses them because they think they should... Well, religion should just be as evil as we are, but their evil is what they think is good. Do you know what I mean?
And they're annoyed by religion's rules because it's not the rules they agree with.
Yeah,
they want rules.
It's not just
they want rules, but if they want it to be their own rules, they want to establish their own tyranny.
I'll go back to
each
what
of them
I said
wants to
before.
establish his or her own tyranny, which is why they are also at war with each other all the time.
I'll go back to what I said before. Usually with religion, you have a text or text that says this is what it is. We're not changing that. Usually, right? So
a lot of people
with socialists, however bad or good those rules are, depending on the religion. But with socialists, they don't want a solid ground because a solid ground means you're restricted now.
Yes.
Now I can't really deviate. That's why churches manipulating people just doesn't work in the end. It actually backfires horribly because eventually you'll have a guy saying, "Oh yeah, that's not what it says. Fuck you, you're retarded."
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, there's been loads of times when this is not actually what the Bible says with stuff, and the people who've been trying to manipulate people have been found out. Whereas the people with who would agree with Maggie's ideology, like you say, because there's no solid foundation, because they can't even agree amongst themselves what is the solid
You're
foundation.
demoralized.
Yeah, they just whatever's the newest flavor is what they follow. So yeah.
Also, the element of they don't like the opinions that the Bible states about people with same-sex attraction.
Yeah, that is also.
Really rather vague about that.
It is kind of vague, but they don't like the fact that sodomy is blatantly banned in the Bible at many occasions.
Yeah. Even then, I'll say, though I'm Christian, I'll say this.
Lots of the old rules in those texts are about preventing disease.
Mm-hmm.
And anal sex is a wonderful way of transmitting virtually any disease.
Mm-hmm.
That's
How
why
about you
AIDS is
don't
a thing among homosexual men, but not so much among homosexual women.
Yeah. I will say, even though I'm Christian, I will say religion is both very effective but also very fucking dangerous.
Yes, that's why the Crusades are a thing.
Not just Crusades. It's if you have a religion that teaches something evil, that person now believes in that religion and now follows that God, you're gonna have a much harder time trying to convince a fellow like that to deviate from his path. Now it's no, this is the solid foundation. There is no alternative. Yeah, it can be both very good and very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Anyway, shall we continue with whatever?
Oh, yeah.
Maggie's
I
got?
forgot about Maggie. Shit.
Let's go.
The movie is showing us that this is where the questioning ends. There's nothing more to learn. This is something we see over and over again in these movies. A character poses a philosophical question, and another character gives a surface-level, dismissive, often condescending answer. If we look at this scene as a parable, the moral is never ask follow-up questions, just willingly accept the most bland answer imaginable. Okay, now that is out of the way, Fireproof.
Yeah, see the same.
Fireproof is a 2008 film starring Kirk Cameron, who to this day I don't know what he became famous for, and I refuse to look it up. Early in the film, there are two scenes that really set the stakes and show you how messed up Kirk Cameron's marriage is. Immediately, we get the impression that these two people don't even like each other.
Catherine, what is your problem? Did I offend you by walking in the door this morning?
And we're explicitly told that Kirk refuses to communicate anything to his wife.
You could at least save me some breakfast.
Well, I never know when you're coming home or going out. You don't tell me these things.
We are also told what material objects they each want. He's saving up for a boat.
We need the income, especially since you took away a third of your salary saving for a boat we don't need.
And she wants a random assortment of things for the house.
You've got $24,000 in savings, but we have things in our house that need fixing.
Like what?
The back door needs to be painted, the yard needs better landscaping, and I keep telling you I want to put more shelves in.
Landscaping.
You don't need 24 grand for that. You need $5 for a tin of paint.
Yeah, and you don't need your back garden needing landscaping. That's not a priority issue.
I thought there was
and that's the same level as a boat, honestly.
I'm glad Kirk Cameron is financially dominating this woman because she's just going to spend it on fucking stupid stuff. Go on, Kirk. Seriously.
It does display that they're both idiots. So
you can put same for a boat.
It's just who takes this movie seriously? I'm just laughing. This is hilarious. Who wrote the script?
Everything that Kirk Cameron touches is awful, but it's not awful in a moral way. It's awful in wow, you are one of the most incompetent idiots on the face of the planet. And well done.
It's idiocy. Okay, they're both idiots, but the woman is a bigger idiot.
Yeah,
we need to
definitely.
paint doors.
With $24,000.
I need $24,000. I need $24,000 to paint a door. Don't ask any questions. Just
Maybe it was a.
And then you just find her filled with makeup the next day.
no, but it's just.
Maybe it was a joke.
Maybe that's the backstory of Maggie Mae Fish. She just said, like, I want to paint doors. The next day she's just like this, filled with fucking makeup.
I just.
Her backstory
She is the door. That's funny. Yeah.
She was the door.
I know she
like,
is.
Wait,
She
what
is
happened to the door? Oh, Kurt, you silly you. I was the door all along. And then she opens her mouth.
Guys, listen.
All we need is the shining moment just to happen.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Johnny.
You're not understanding. It's not about painting the door. It's about painting the green door and what's behind it. So that she can.
What's behind the green door?
Yeah, good old fight.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's up?
Fight Club.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Mark, shit.
but it's kind of just hilarious that like Kirk Cameron does not know how to write a functional human being at all. Mostly he just writes people who are just completely incompetent.
Yeah, but Dunn, hold on. If I had a job where I could save 24 grand towards a boat, yeah, I'll be getting a boat. That's perfectly fine. But I wouldn't be
looking
saving
at his
24.
house, I wouldn't think so.
No, but I wouldn't be saving 24 grand to paint a door.
I feel pretty dang good that I have 36K in my savings after only like a year.
Okay, well, we don't all live in large tennis back garden lands where you live.
That's from investing and working part-time at Walmart.
How the fuck do you get 36 grand from working part-time at Walmart? What are you investing in?
Part-time CEO at Walmart.
I put about 20K over the past year, and then around, I think, maybe not.
Where did you get this 20K from?
CEO.
I got it from just working part-time at Walmart.
How do you get 20 grand?
Is that what the drug dealers are calling it now?
Because I don't know how much I put it. I can't remember how much I put in, but I know that right now I stood at about 36K after like somewhere around like a 20K investment.
How?
Done.
Way to go, Dusenberg.
Stop revealing how much the white patriarchy is actually paying us at Walmart.
Just admit that you were selling fans and air conditioners.
No,
your basement.
I invested a lot in Carnival and Norwegian Cruise Lines, so my money doubled from there.
What?
Done, wow.
Say my name. Say it.
You saying
Done.
you're? Are you saying you're economically, financially
dominating? Norwegian Cruise Lines.
Yes. A Carnival.
Norwegian
Carnival
Cruise
and
Lines.
Norwegian Cruise Lines. A little bit of SM Energy. I put a little bit of money into AMC since it's at a low right now, and I'll sell it when it gets to 45.
I'm expecting you just to say, oh, and also I helped this guy called Elon set up this really silly little company and everything like that.
And, you know,
I haven't really heard about him since that.
Yeah. Well, if you got your hand in AMC, can you tell us about season 6 of Better Call Saul?
Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of power. It's only like I only bought like 11 shares. I only have 11 shares as opposed to the.
Dunn, I thought you were going to say I've got 11% shares. I was like,
thank you for sharing your portfolio with us.
For sharing how you economically dominate women. Wow, done.
I imagine that many women would be very happy that I have no student debt and am coming into the marriage with almost $40,000 in savings.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so how many shares do you have of Maggie Mae Fish?
I don't have any in Maggie, but I do have I have about 1,500 assorted between Norwegian Carnival and Cinemark.
I just
Little people just work at Walmart.
All
Well, no,
right,
move to
it's like,
America.
why was I going to Chipotle? No, I'm going to Walmart now.
Yeah, I just
Fuck
love the way
that.
that Lund so nonchalantly just goes, yeah, I've got 36k in savings after a year. Don't worry about it, guys.
It's alright. I don't have student debt or anything.
This is the Sigma grinds of Dunn.
No. The dude is excused for having, fan noises in the mic now. Can't complain.
Smart, didn't you buy him a new mic?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Oh, you
Smud,
financially
you
oppressed Mud. That's great.
Smud,
Even
you
made
a new
Smud
mic? You've got
painfully.
36k in savings? That's like asking someone to like lend you $10 to buy them a $5 book voucher. This is just like
You don't get 36 in your bank, 36k in your bank, if you buy your mics yourself.
Yeah. Oh my god. Done, honestly.
Well, talking about donations, here's one from Prostate Exam Studier. Honey, I'm saving up money for a boat. We live in Arkansas, you idiot. We need 24k to paint a door and landscaping the garden. And being the financially literate person I am, I can tell you that 24k is seriously lowballing it. Yeah, well. We don't know how big his yard is. We don't know what the heck is going on in this household.
His door could be 6 miles across, for all we know. The houses are very big in America, or so I've been told, because someone has a cardboard in their back garden. Someone's tennis court is bigger than my entire house. Done with his 36k he got from behind the back of Walmart.
Hawk is not letting this go.
Dude, that's technically
I'm not letting go, but I do so many hours and a back-breaking job, and then Dunn's like, oh, I just work part-time at Walmart, got 36k, don't know what all the trouble is with everything, you know?
I don't know about you.
I just go up and smoke it in my tennis court in my back garden. What? You don't have 2 swimming pools in your back garden, Hawk? God, that's a bit weird. I'm only middle class.
Well,
we get it, you're
I live
jealous,
in my
alright?
I live in my parents' basement, and I write part-time. So there is...
You live in your parents' basement with 36... Oh my god, this is just getting...
It's just saving for more, man. Come on.
I'm broke. I live in a 2-bedroom house that's fallen to pieces, and I have a hamster that bites me repeatedly. What do you fucking do? I've got no money to my name. Done. I live in the basement, write books, got 36k, got a tennis court, you know. Oh.
Yeah, Hawk, see, you have to pay rent. Dunn is living in the basement of his parents, and you have to pay for free horses.
No. It's like, the new plot. Give me rent. You'll get your rent when you paint that damn door.
You'll get that rent when you give me 24 grand to paint that door.
Paint that damn door.
God, if I'd been that woman, I'd just wait for Dunn. He's got 36k. I'll marry him instead.
If I was gay Dunn, I would.
Well, you could always transition.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Semi-bisexual already, aren't you?
I think Dunn can pay for it too.
Thank you. No, I like women.
Oh, thanks. Well, that's okay. I'm not saying that I'd be interested in you. Just okay, but okay.
Just want my money.
Yes. So yeah, I'm pretty much like a woman then. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure you don't look like a woman. Also, I think your girlfriend would be kind of pissed if you transitioned.
Not really.
Well, she can transition too.
Cyrus.
2 for the price of 1, right?
Cyrus in the chat is like fireproof, almost as good as Flywheel. I don't know that. Same company. I usually don't like preachy religious movies, but I don't have a problem with these two. I don't know. So far, we're not on a great start with this movie. One wants a boat, the other wants to paint a fucking door.
I think the main problem is just that all Christian movies, even the LDS Christian movies that I like, are really, really bad. Because like they're just like
watch Christian movies.
Yeah.
Well, like I've seen the RM, I've seen Home Teachers, I've seen I've seen Mobsters and Mormons.
What?
The weirdest sequel, Boys versus Aliens.
Pause right there and explain the plot for that movie.
Yeah,
That just sounds weird.
Basically, the plot of Mobsters and Mormons is essentially that this this family of former Italian mobsters go into witness protection, and the place that they go into witness protection in is in somewhere in Utah. The plot is basically them interacting with the congregation and them like just making friends and kind of seeing how weird and quirky like LDS families are.
All right.
Okay.
They don't get converted at the end.
In Utah.
They don't get converted at the end. They're still Irish Catholic at the end, but they still have an action scene at the end where the mobsters who they testified to, they had to go into witness protection to escape come calling.
Calling, okay.
Good old Catholic film. Okay, good stuff.
I think Catholic, that's LDS. That's made by that's made by LDS people. We just don't believe in. It's just that's unlike other Christian movies. We understand that sometimes people don't convert.
Yeah.
To answer Big Bro to Jono, to be fair, a lot of non-Christian movies are also really bad. They have a similar reasoning on why they're bad to Christian movies, because instead of like exploring whatever you want to talk about, you're making things flow naturally. You want to preach it, so you make characters act unnaturally because you want to support that ideology. So now we're just having an inconsistent mess. Right? It's like, this is, you know, like God's Not Dead, that godforsaken fucking movie. Like, see, this is how atheists are, and then like the opposite. See, this is how Christians are. All of them. It's every single one. And then like characters just act unrealistically, inconsistently, where the world just this world shouldn't function.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the element that the characters make no sense and are really, really stupid. Like they'll think like, "Ow, you're telling me how Santa beat up a guy with his cane? He is the man."
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
That's an actual thing that happens in Kirk Cameron's Saving Christmas, and it looks like it was made on a budget of $20.
Yeah, I remember when we covered it. It's like one of the few like clips of the movie Maggie showed. But funny enough, she showed more of that movie in this review than in her actual review of that movie. So
a good example of like a movie, let's say not a movie, actually a show that, you know, like supports an ideology, Christianity at this point, is Daredevil, especially in season 3. Like it was the main focus of Daredevil's character. I'd say that was well done. Too preachy.
Well, because it shows how he can be wrong, or he has doubts about the religion itself, but never stops believing.
Yeah, it's like, he has doubts, he has his own struggles, but that's because it's his character. It's not like everyone has to conform to his beliefs.
Yeah.
But also, Prince of Egypt was also a pretty good movie.
Yeah, Prince of Egypt is amazing, and anybody who says differently, like Lindsay Ellis, can go shove it up their derrieres.
Wow.
Up there what?
Derrieres.
It's an incredibly posh word for ass.
She has an ass?
Lindsay Ellis has a butt.
Yeah,
but it's only fat and no muscle.
See, there you go, Wisp.
Anyway.
Wisp knows.
Right. Anyway, on to the video.
Anyway.
That's a pretty weird list, and it says a lot about what the male writers think a wife's priorities are. But she leaves out one big thing. Right before this kitchen scene, Catherine visits her parents, and we learn that her mom needs an expensive hospital bed and wheelchair because she suffered a stroke. For some reason, Catherine doesn't mention her mother's medical needs at all in her argument with Kirk. I feel like she leaves this out because the writers know that they can have Kirk do a lot of things and remain sympathetic to the audience. But
Or the
having
writers
him straight
didn't
up
think of that
refuse to
scene
help out her
beforehand.
mother with medical care is a step too far. So they just simply neglect to mention it.
Oh, no.
The confusing attitude that Fireproof has towards money is also really typical of the attitude that a lot of very affluent people have, where they're constantly pretending that they have way less money than they actually do. You know those articles that come out every now and then where...
Is she talking about herself?
Yes, pretty much, yeah.
This is so yes.
Yes.
All right.
The rich person releases a spreadsheet of all their expenses to try and make us feel like the rich have it just as hard as anyone else. And it never makes any sense.
Trust me.
And they budget for 2 vacations a year. Fireproof is like if you adapted one of those articles into a feature film. After watching this movie, I feel like I am worse at doing my own finances. We also
You
learned
probably
that
are.
Kirk is addicted to adult websites.
You just can't expect me to work every day and still get the groceries while you sit at home looking at trash on the internet and dreaming about getting your boat.
But exactly what...
Wait, trash on the internet equals adult websites?
Yeah, of course it does. Anyway. Fucking what?
She calls
No.
it trash. I don't know.
He wants to color a
Yes.
door.
Maybe he's selling
I
and
don't know what.
reselling.
Oh, you got trash on the internet. How do you know that I read CNN?
Why is this guy watching porn? Why does he not divorce his wife?
Why is he just not? I don't care. I can't.
And
Think
at
about
worse,
that.
he's not even hiding it. That's the funny part. Yeah, honey, I was watching porn last night.
And
That's what I was looking at.
Maybe
I was-
he's
I was
just watching Fox News. That's also
There's
a
that.
possibility.
I will
watching porn
have
last
canon
night.
that he's not
Do you
watching
get
porn,
the
but he
hint?
was actually making money on the internet.
Yeah.
you just calls it trash
oh.
because it's not coloring the door.
Oh, so he was jerking off, and that's how he was making his money. Okay.
It's an OnlyFans. Their OnlyFans account.
OnlyFans, yeah.
Only paint.
Only paint.
$5 to subscribe, and you can learn just to paint like me. You know.
To paint a door.
He's looking for like
Paint a
a
door.
guy on Fiverr to paint his fucking door.
I'm just. This is just stupid. This is just stupid. This is the worst thing ever.
It's a stupid movie, and then you got a stupid person trying to evaluate
Yeah.
it. Like,
This is like the 9/11 of Christian movies.
No, but I'm just listening to this. I'm just like, why? Why
I can't defend anybody. Like, this is so sad.
I just.
All of you are dumb. I hate it.
Yeah.
You're all terrible.
I hate
can't even
each and
defend
every
you.
one of you who's involved in this video and this movie. Just stop.
Yeah, it's
Just-
like watching
I'm
a
curious where this
goddamn.
movie's going.
I don't know. I don't give a shit anymore.
Like
Yeah.
No, he was watching trash. I want to see what that trash is. Okay.
Okay. Here we
Yeah,
go.
okay.
those websites are is left conspicuously vague. When we eventually get a glimpse of his computer monitor, it's just this pop-up ad looming over a bunch of pictures of boats. Like a comical number of boats. As if he's actually cranking it out
It's
to
Windows
boats.
XP.
Whenever I
No. It's called having pop-ups back in the day when that's what.
There are still pop-ups on various
Is Maggie
websites.
that young?
No,
She doesn't
she's
understand.
She doesn't know the internet.
She's not younger than me. She's not
No, I
younger than
fucking
me,
know that.
and I know what pop-ups used to look like.
I'm
that.
younger than her, and I
Okay,
know
he
that.
Maybe
jerks
like
off
they
to both.
didn't let
What is the
Maggie to
problem?
go on the internet like for like the last 5 years or something.
It's like,
and
it's
even
like,
if he would be jerking off to healthier ideas than Maggie is.
yeah, but it's also just a bit like, it's also just a bit like, oh no, it's Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
I'm hungry. Maggie, buy me some food. Okay.
Make me a sandwich, you lazy cow.
Jesus Christ.
Are you kidding me?
She's a strong, independent woman who don't need no boat and shit or whatever.
Yeah, by the way, subscribe to my Patreon.
The guy likes looking at pictures of boats on the internet because he wants to buy one. Wow, what a horrible, trashy
And then a
hobby.
pop-up of a woman.
Oh no.
What
an
a
incredibly
disgusting,
dirty
disgusting
secret.
human being.
It's
Yeah.
boat porn. Don't you see?
Oh my god, how dare you? You can see that boat.
Wow. This fictional story offends me.
These boats.
Look at the registration. This boat's underage. You shouldn't be looking at pictures of it.
This boat was done a day ago.
It's expired.
This boat was done a day ago. It doesn't need to be done again.
Again.
Watch boat with 7 owners is really dirty and gets washed. He's like that. Watch that.
Oh god. Well, how
Yeah,
old
why
is
is it
Maggie?
a white boat? Why is it not a black boat?
Yeah. What is he?
How
racing?
old is Maggie actually?
Old enough to know
29.
better.
I just looked it up.
She's 29.
Yes.
29?
Mark, why did
That's
you-
a
Mark,
fucking
older.
lie.
She's only
I don't
3
believe
years
you.
older than me. That's insane. She looks like she's
Wait,
late
Mark,
30s.
what was the age?
21, and I know about pop-ups.
29.
When did she turn 29 this year?
Fucking hell. I have to look it up again.
Yeah.
Why were you looking up it in the first place?
Because we were talking about how old can she be if she doesn't understand pop-ups on websites.
Pop-ups to this day.
I need to know because
92. It's not declared which month, but 92.
Oh right.
I'm fucking 21, and I know more about pop-ups and Windows
I mean,
XP
yeah,
than she does.
I'm gonna be a year younger than her soon, and it's like really disappointing that somebody named is just this fucking stupid, and it just makes me like, ugh. You don't even really wish COVID was as bad as people made out, so it could just wipe out more people. That's how I feel right now. It's a bit like, so if COVID's not that bad, Maggie's still around, so.
It's not that bad. We have Maggie, goddammit.
Hopefully we can get Ebola or swine flu or some other
Honestly,
common
you
disease.
can die faster with Maggie videos than with COVID.
Yeah, Maggie accepts diversity, so get someone with Ebola and, job done.
Mix it up with some swine flu and there you go. You got a new virus. Swine bola or something.
The fish flu.
We will have the Maggie flu.
She's 29 and she acts like this. This is just, oh, Jesus. Honestly, oh well. Anyway.
Let's continue. Let's go.
About this movie in my free time, which happens a lot more often than you'd think. I always forget that the adult websites are even a part of the plot. It feels weirdly out of left field and doesn't exactly connect to the rest of the movie. Of course, since this is a Christian movie, this vagueness is intentional. Naming Kirk's sexual appetite would narrow the movie's message. In a theater full of repressed Christians,
he gets a pop-up. What is his sexual appetite towards women and
this
boats?
is like the typical Maggie moment when she takes one small bit of a movie and she makes up an entire lore element out of it.
Yeah,
it's totally digging really deep into her own ass.
This reminds me of Table's video about Captain Marvel, where
God,
sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment.
But the thing is, it's like in a cinema filled with repressed Christians.
Fucking hate Roundtable.
Sexually repressed Christians. I'm like, do you think that Christians don't have sex? There's a lot of Christians who do have sex.
How do you think I was born?
Yeah, I just did today.
It's cloned.
How else did I exist? How else was I born? How else were my 4 little sisters born?
Yeah, exactly.
It was cloning done, don't you know?
just
Like,
How has the human race survived for thousands of years? Explain that, Maggie.
How did all those nations with Christianity as its major religion, how did they survive and prosper? If no, sir.
Do you need like any more like reason that like Maggie is not like a lab experiment?
Do you need any more reason that
Maggie's-
Maggie
you're right.
actually hasn't had sex with anybody? I don't think.
Oh,
like,
and
I
Maggie
think she's
doesn't
had
have
less
parents.
Well, the worst
Maggie
part is
a lab experiment or an
the worst
alien.
part is Maggie claims to have a grandmother, but I think that we can say X to doubt on that one. She's clearly grown in a lab.
No, that's not her grandmother. She believes that's her grandmother, but that's like the head of the experiment.
Yeah,
She never had a mother.
she was implemented with memories of somebody else with grandma.
It's like Fallout 4 where the synth is taking over the person. It's like, oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
No, that would imply that like Maggie used to be a real person, but no.
Well,
no
you
way.
know, maybe there was a normal Maggie and then like she got yeeted out of existence. I don't know.
X to that.
X no. All I know
Howard, it just works, okay? Don't question.
16 times the detail.
16 times the craziness.
I'm just imagining like a group of scientists just all together pouring like bits and bobs into this bowl, and they just go like, "Oh, we forgot the brain," and someone just goes, "Well, the mental shoot." It's just
you know the
just grab whatever they can find.
Powerpuff
Yeah,
Girls
Powerpuff
intro.
Girls, yeah, just do that. Yeah, that's
Oh man, I overpoured the superficial.
a pinch of insanity, a pinch of delusion.
It's like overdosing makeup and then you get Maggie instead of the Powerpuff
And a
Girls.
big old help and the fucking nuts all mixed together to create Maggie Mae Fish.
I'm gonna die. Jesus.
Yep, let's
This
keep
is
going,
such a
shall we?
bad video. Yeah.
Let's go. Wait. Oh, we got. Here's another tip I just missed. I'm sorry. Conan the Presbyterian. Maggie assumes Kirk Cameron's character is a porno addict, but not in this day and age. He could just be spending all his time watching Vosh and tipping him, so that he can buy a boat and Kirk can live vicariously through Vosh. Sure, that's what he's doing this time.
Let's go with that. That is a better explanation than anything that we're going to get in this movie or that Maggie provides.
It's baby Vosh, yeah.
Horse cock.
Totally.
Anyway, 9 minutes in, we're doing okay.
Ambiguous allows each and every viewer to implant into the narrative. The character could desire a more stimulating relationship. He could want to try something with other men. He could be simply curious about the mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel?
Why do you need to make everything gay?
What the hell is she talking about?
No. Hold on. No. You can't jump from he may be watching a bit of porn to saying he may be trying something. No, Maggie, that's not how this works. You don't go from watching porn to I think I'll have a cock up my arse. That's not how these things work. Listen, no, seriously, I was told at work today we somehow got onto joking about pegging somehow. Don't ask questions. It's really weird. And the gay guy I work with was like, yeah, pegging's weird. Even gay guys don't like it. It's like, so there's different stuff. You don't just go from watching porn to then going to being gay. This is stupid. There's a lot of weight. There's a lot of things in between.
I watch porn. I want cock a character.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I watch porn and boats. Yep, I'm gay now.
You know
it's like E equals MC squared, like theory of relativity. It's like gayness. Boats plus cock. Boats plus porn equal cock or something. I don't know.
Like 3CP. I was like, oh, they're gay now. They're gay now. They're gay now.
I just want to know why she made this connection between family having problems with money to maybe he wants some different mouthfeels. I'm like, what?
Maybe he wants cock in his ass.
What are you talking about, Maggie?
My understanding is that she thinks it would have been okay if he was gay. Like, imagine the porn he was watching was gay porn. Then you could understand and sympathize with the character.
Maybe because she thought like his wife wanted their back doors painting. The back doors were broken. You know, maybe she took that as like a metaphor for anal sex or something.
Kind of the thing is, she's saying that he wants a more fulfilling relationship, and therefore he's thinking about like being homosexual.
Well, if he was gay, he would get filled more, yeah. But I don't know if it'd be fulfilled.
Yeah.
It'd be more cream filled.
Why is it always gay with Maggie? Why is it always whenever like when he's a more fulfilling relationship? Oh, he's a bloke, he must mean gay. No, you can have a more fulfilling relationship with another woman.
Possible.
It's just that this one is clearly an idiot.
You can be in a relationship and still be empty. I don't know.
Yeah, but
parents are not in good relationship. Parents are not in good relationship. They're clones. They're programmed to be in good relationship.
Yeah, but it's always gayness with this fucking woman.
Can't be real. So is this guy drinking hot sauce?
And did anyone get the idea that she could have just meant to do some hobbies with other men? No, this is Maggie Mae Fish. She and her ilk always mean do gay shit. They're obsessed with gay shit.
Why paint a door when you can fondle balls? Maggie Mae Fish 2021.
Why cook with cooking oil when you can use oil to massage your dude's balls or something?
Yeah. Why buy a boat when you can have some guy's balls slapping your chin for 6 hours? Simple things.
Why buy a boat?
Maggie an incel?
Yes.
I don't fucking know.
No, Maggie's a femcel.
Yes,
she has
to everything.
She has a partner, so I think she has like a boyfriend or something.
Poor unfortunate soul.
Does that dude have balls?
Hold on, everybody. Hold on. We should have like a 10-second silence for the poor unfortunate soul who's a partner to Maggie Mae Fish.
Mm-hmm.
No, fuck that. How do you manage that?
Yeah, no.
How is that physically possible?
A lot of
She
drugs
castrated
and
him,
an
okay, Eric?
unbreakable chain.
She psychologically destroyed him.
Imagine the
existence.
Imagine the basement that Dunn lives in, but you can't leave.
My basement is very, very nice and cluttered. Thank you very much. I have an amazing setup with a giant TV right in front of me, and I'm happy with how it is.
Well, that's perfectly fine. Anyway, so just imagine that hellhole, because it's obviously not what it is. He protests too much.
They even put a window in the basement so that you can see how beautiful it is on the outside. You can see how shitty your life is on the inside. Yep. It's great.
And sometimes they even allow me to look out of the window. see the other Dunn children running around in that outdoors. I wish I could join them. But no matter how loud I bang on that window, they just don't seem to notice me.
All right, let's see what other
assumptions
he wants to make.
Here's one more from Hawk's Kidney Stone. Okay. Whoa. Maggie's entire media analysis consists of male character wants a big, fat, veiny, throbbing cock in his ass. Like, goddamn woman, are you not getting any at home? Like, did she write this script with her gross anti-Semitic caricature-looking friends? Oh, dear.
Anti-Semitic. Yeah. Wait, where's the anti... I'm confused now. Okay.
Anyway.
That was a very nice passive-aggressive jab.
Yeah.
It was very well executed, yes.
It's a very detailed description of the cock. I'll say that.
Anyway,
I'm not going to question your statement, but okay, let's go with the video.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's go with the video, please.
Evangelical Christianity's culture of see and shame means that each believer in the audience will be made to feel that this movie is speaking directly to them, shaming them for their particular desire. And then the movie shows exactly how to repress those feelings. These two argument scenes culminate in Catherine directly insulting Kirk's manhood and sexuality.
If looking at that trash is how you get fulfilled, that's fine, but I will not compete with it.
And that's what really sets him off. Since a good Christian movie would never show a husband actually hit his wife,
Look at me!
we get this fetishized moment where he beats the crap out
What
of his
fetishized?
Wait, how's that
What?
a fetishized moment?
Garbage?
Why is this a fetish?
What?
Maggie, do you know what words mean?
Oh my god. Okay, Maggie, right, listen, I get it. You flicked your bean at the idea of a man kicking a bin over, but the rest of us don't get off on that sort of stuff.
Dude, I fucking
Maggie, I know you're trying to be funny, but it's not working.
What the fuck is wrong with this woman?
I don't know. I can't figure it out anymore.
Maggie, Dunn, you're a writer. Do you know what word would be applicable here?
What do you mean? Like what word
Instead
are you
of
searching
fetish.
for?
Yeah.
Fetish. Would be 2 words. Sexual predilection.
That's a good
Oh.
one.
That's nice.
I would just go with substitution.
Yeah, yeah.
But how though?
The trash can is a substitute for his woman. That is what's going on here.
Instead of beating her up, he beats the trash bag.
Yes.
bin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a fetish.
But dude, when I see him touching that trash, I just coom. Don't you know?
Yeah, I just.
Oh,
There are actual
kick it harder,
films.
Daddy.
There are films that exist. There is a film that exists. Just show men having sex with garbage cans. It's an actual thing.
That's,
No,
yeah,
I was
but
joking.
that's not
I'm
this,
sure
that's not
there
this.
is.
Are you
But that's
talking about
not
pizza time?
No, but at the end of the day, this is not a fetish. This is no.
This is a
Yes,
venting
Maggie does not
tactic.
know what words mean. She's not
Yeah,
the
she's
only
not.
one. Right,
But again,
Lindsay?
It's sex though. Again, like that super chat said, are you not getting enough at home that you find sexualization and all this shit? God's sake.
Well, yeah, because
I
she
find
even
this
said,
is- It's all these people. Renegade Cut, Cavernacle, Lindsay, and the most surprising, the ones who talk about literature the most and even write sometimes, Lindsay Ellis and Red, don't know what words mean. It's astonishing.
But the irony is, you just mentioned all those people, and yeah, if there's one thing that can kill a boner, it's all those people. That's yet they bring up sex all the time. So, you know.
Also, did you
I
not
think
consider...
Red could come around if she read a proper science book.
Yeah.
Do you not consider that, like, you know... Do you not consider, like, you know, like, hey, maybe he's not punching her. Even the movie director's like, yeah, he doesn't punch her because Christians don't find that as, like, morally acceptable. Like, this Christian group is like, hey, you shouldn't just beat up your woman.
yeah, but don't most guys not do that? Like, I don't know. I'm raised to
Guys don't do that. Yeah, like, I'm
have that belief, you know. And
I'm
I'm
not
not
saying Christians,
hardcore
I'm not saying
Christian, but
I'm not saying most Christians only believe that. I'm just saying, like, this group of Christians don't show that because they don't think that's morally acceptable.
Good reason.
Did you-
It's not.
did you know? Yeah, it's like, just people in general don't find that morally acceptable. That's what, and most men would rather punch inanimate objects.
Yeah,
than
there's
punching
even
the person.
reaction videos that you can look for. You know, people think it's funny when a woman hits a man. When a man hits a woman, it's like, we got to stop this guy right now because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how women stay narcissists.
Yeah, that's the solution.
We found the word, yes. Mission
I've got
accomplished.
Whisp bingo now.
Anyway, let's get on with this wonderful bashing of garbage.
Movie is only implying that he's physically abused, not actually showing it. Any woman who has seen a romantic partner...
Why is it implying
How do you
that?
abuse trash? I'm sick of you! You disrespect me!
Oh no, an argument.
Okay,
No, an
why is
argument.
any of this implication that he's physically abusive?
Oh no, he's having an argument. They're having an
He's
argument.
having an argument, and he punched
Clearly.
trash.
He abused the
Yeah.
trash can. Oh no!
Yeah,
Son of a
at least he let out his anger at disposable objects.
Son of a bitch. He shouldn't even let out his anger at anything.
Yeah,
he should just pen it up until he gets stomach cancer.
Yeah, he should just blindly allow the woman to fall over him.
Maybe she painted the trash can, and that's
and he saw the bill.
He saw the bill, so he fixed it.
He saw the bill, exactly. I'm fucking sick of you and your 24 grand.
He's like, I couldn't paint the door, but I can paint the trash.
Yes. Oh my god.
He's like,
this is
no.
ridiculous. Look at the scratch on this can. Honestly, this is just.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh no, a man shouting at a woman. Yes, that's what happens when they have an argument. Oh, he slammed the cupboard. Yes. When you get angry, you slam stuff.
When you get very
married
angry,
people tend to yell at each other. It does happen.
Well, it's a basic human emotion, so of course Maggie isn't aware of it.
It is one of those things where it's just a bit like, what?
It plays into the story.
Normal.
Yeah, but why is it so difficult to understand that couples have arguments, and sometimes their arguments get loud and slammy?
Heated.
It's the physical abuse is when it's like repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again. That's when there's the problem, and you've got to get out of that relationship, and people need help. But just arguing, and if it's like an argument over money with sort of stuff, it's a very common thing. So
money is the most common cause of divorce.
Yeah.
Sadly, yes.
The major reason for divorce is marriage.
The only reason for divorce is marriage.
Well, I don't know. You know, lesbian divorce rates are higher than gay marriages. So
it's still marriage.
Still marriage, Eric.
What's your point, Eric?
It doesn't matter who's.
Well, how does marriage divorce gay people? That's why I'm asking.
Okay, gay people get married.
Well, gay people get married when they divorce.
And then after marriage, they get a divorce.
No.
Eric, it's not rocket science.
Eric, what do you think happens when two gay people get married? Do you think it's something different than when everyone else gets married?
Well, clearly, yes. Look, I don't know. Let's just get back to this video.
Eric is Mexican.
All right.
Okay. Just sit in the corner, Eric.
Let's go.
Disrespectful, ungrateful, selfish woman.
It's only a matter of time before she.
It sounds like she is.
Wow, he called her a
So
woman.
we have a central concept
sorry.
about how we
Wait.
spend our.
Right.
Did Maggie just call the woman trash?
No.
Yes.
She becomes
because
trash.
Kirk is shouting at her, then it'll be soon. She'll soon become that trash can, and it's
She'll
like
soon become trash.
it's like no,
Except
that's
the
not.
sentence.
You are jumping to conclusions. You're jumping to a dangerous conclusion there.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You
can't
enough, she becomes trash.
You cannot just assume because a man shouts at a woman because of an argument that they are going to beat her up. Because then any man getting angry is automatically classed as an abuser when that's not the case.
Otherwise, the same argument could be made for women. So where do you draw the line then?
To be fair, Eric, men are not trash. They can't be kicked around.
Yeah.
I disagree. There's scum like Tabernacle and Movie
those are
Bob, Renegade Cut.
Those are castrated fucks.
Those are a bunch of loser eunuch losers.
Yeah, but the thing is, those are the people who are usually the abusers.
It's also true. Like Lindsay Ellis, called Movie Bob out on Twitter and said, I do not know you, nor have I ever known or wanted to know you.
Yeah, but it's like me and the missus watch a lot of top 10 list stuff on YouTube, and there's one thing about boyfriends and partners who go crazy with stuff, and 9 times out of 10, the guys who go nuts and crazy are these what we would call losers and everything, because They get
That's a good point, yeah.
And Whisp will probably agree here. That is so completely out of their league that they destroy this person with mental abuse and physical abuse to make the person stay with them.
Yeah, because they feel inadequate, and the cognitive dissonance destroys them.
Yeah,
it's either that or it's a psychopath with a control fetish. Then it doesn't matter whether the other is above, equal, or below. They just want control. They don't care about anything because anything else, and because that power dominance is the only thing they understand. It's also why they're extremely jealous. They're the types of partners that don't even allow you same-sex friends.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because they get jealous of even that because, as I said, it's about full and complete and utter control.
Yeah.
Here's a tip from Gregnant, as opposed to pregnant, but Gregnant. Okay, cool. Hi, Kirk. This is Jimmy Hoffa. I heard you paint trash cans. Yes, sir. And I also jerk off to boat porn. That's wonderful. I heard you're a brother of mine. Yes, sir. Local 206. Overpriced landscaper since 1996. Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
Anyway, we're 10 minutes in. Not even halfway done. We're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
We are?
We are
Really?
doing okay
Okay.
for a Maggie Mae Fish video. This is not that bad.
Things considered, yeah.
Oh, all right.
We're
I
kind
think
of
we just got used to her.
I think so. Anyway.
We'll spend our money as a married couple, plus the ambiguously handled issue of Kirk's sexual curiosities. How are we ever going to save this marriage? Why would you want to save this marriage?
Curiosities? Looking at women?
But that's not a question that evangelicals are allowed to ask, so let's charge forward. Luckily, there is an all-knowing, all-powerful being watching over these characters in this movie, ready to step in and order everyone around. Yes, it's Kirk's daddy. Daddy calls out of the blue and asks him to come over.
Daddy.
Dad is
So
gone?
Daddy,
Ooh,
who
lucky
bears
fish.
a creepy resemblance to Dick Cheney.
Okay.
What? They look nothing alike. What the fuck are you talking
What
about?
is this?
Hold on. Right. Okay.
I think
Smud,
you're projecting it a
I know.
bit.
Yeah. Can I just before we go into the Dick Cheney stuff, because I know Smud really wants to get into it. But first things first, a parental figure calling up their child is not usually out of the blue. Parents
Usually
do that.
Forget, she
Before Maggie
has
does.
an artificial grandmother. Or so.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, it's like you know those of us who grew up with like good relationships with our parents and not you,
Us.
Maggie.
Self.
It's like we talk to our parents and we usually get cut. Our parents still invite us around to their houses. They haven't disowned us like yours. It's
Yeah.
And I
you care
wouldn't
about your
blame
kid,
the
you're gonna
parents
wanna
for
call them.
disowning Maggie. Oh, wait, no, Maggie doesn't have parents. She's a lab project.
Yes.
yeah, but even But even then, even the professors who built her are like, no.
That's why she hates her dad, because he's expecting a call.
It kind of reminds me of that episode where Data in TNG builds himself a daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
Show me more, father. Show me more, daddy.
Show me more, daddy.
Is this homosexuality? Is this religion?
Is this Christianity?
I don't understand.
Christianity.
But as well. Now moving on to the next point of guy looking like Dick Cheney. No, he doesn't. He's just an old man with white hair and glasses.
Yeah, so
Broadening people, like no.
You could pick
This has to
any.
be
He
a
looks like
political
Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
She's against bald people now.
So now she's just.
Promoting bald people.
So she's trying to associate everything she doesn't like with other things she doesn't like. So it's like, oh, I don't like these ridiculous films that have God and Christianity or whatever. It's like, yeah, here's Dick Cheney, another thing I don't like. Happens to look like another guy in the movie. Like, no, dude.
I don't. Look at Dick Cheney. He's a Republican. I don't like Republicans. So.
What a great transition.
I don't know, really. Like he looks
Seamless.
more like Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, they have the same skin color.
What year was this video made?
2 years ago.
2019.
2019. Oh, fucking hell.
I don't like him. He looks like
Trump's going to be fucking involved in this, isn't it? Yep. Trump's going to be fucking...
It was in her first video where
this
she just assumed that Trump is banging his daughter. Because he said...
What?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but...
Jesus Christ told him to bang his daughter, yeah.
Yeah, but I know...
Jesus Christ told him to do it. It's just that just because he said, like, I like it when my daughter calls me daddy. Daddy. It's like, yeah, that means that he actively wants to plow his own daughter.
Oh, clearly.
The thing
In
is,
those
though,
words,
it's like-
exactly.
The thing is, it's like, I know that she's going to mention Donald Trump because she's fucking nuts, and it's just...
We got plenty of time. We're still like 11 minutes in, so...
Yeah, but we're at Dick Cheney already. We ain't got much further to go till we get to Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
I know my Republican members now, due to Maggie Mae Fish, we're getting very dangerously close to Trump or genocide. Either.
Kill all heterosexuals.
Oh no, then... Okay.
Anyway, shall we carry on?
Nice. Let's just go on.
Yeah,
please.
let's go.
Shows up with Kirk's mom to discuss what to do, and we see that Kirk's hatred for women extends to his own mother.
Caleb, if she's working
Oh my god, wait.
What?
The mother looks like Sarah Palin. Oh my god, she's onto something. Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's Nail and
That's like
Palin.
Hillary
Yeah, for
Clinton.
the porn parodies. It all connects.
Oh no.
If I was like Maggie Mae Fish, I would just say like, oh, I don't like her. She looks like Joe Biden. I don't like him.
Yeah, the mother looks like Joe Biden. That's why I like her.
That's why I like her. Oh, Jesus Christ, Maggie, what are you doing?
Anyway.
Yeah.
I want to hear the reason. Yeah.
Wait, I never. Wait, when is it? I'm sorry. When was it established that he hates women?
Because he's
Because
having a bad relationship with his
he hit a
wife.
trash can.
Hit a trash can. Wait, did she
Yeah,
associate
no,
women
woman.
with trash?
He hit the trash can because she wants to paint the door for $24,000.
She painted the trash can.
The context of what she's explaining is so ridiculous. I'm sure there's more to it, but it's like, what?
Hey, but she never.
I want to hear
she
it though.
Yeah, but
She
the
never
weird
said that he
thing
hates
is,
women. Thought he
yeah, but
just
the weird
had a-
thing is, it's like we've just said that she wants to paint a door for 24k. That could possibly be true with how little Maggie's told us. It's like, yeah, go on then. Might as well.
She just cut that part out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You got 24 grand and the wife is good. In reality, what actually happened in the movie, you got 24 grand. We could buy so much more heroin with it and get so many more slave labor on our landscaping.
Yeah, get this cut content from my Patreon.
Think how many Mexican children we could hire to paint our doors and fix our shelves and landscape our garden.
You know what
Arriba,
Germans
yeah.
do when their backyards need landscaping?
Invade Poland.
Almost. They do it themselves. Because for
Almost.
some
Poland.
reason, Germans love gardening.
Yeah, they love loads of gardens in the 40s.
And this woman wants to pay the price for a new car to have her backyard done. What the fuck?
Germans do it themselves in Poland.
Yeah.
Yes. I need to drink.
Okay.
Keep going.
day and she's trying.
Mom, I do not need you to tell me I'm anything wrong.
Of course, men are the ones who handle problems in these movies, so Kirk and his dad
Jesus
leave
Christ.
Mom behind and go for a walk.
Can I please have a few minutes to talk with you? Alone.
Caleb, I just want to help you and Catherine.
Dad? Honey, why don't you let us take a walk?
On their walk, Daddy
Honey, I'm going to take a walk because you are a fucking moron.
So this is something that is very, very common. If you have an outburst with one parent, you usually want to talk to another parent in private. Well, sometimes that other parent's like, hey, I'll talk to him because he's not mad with me. Right?
Or
This is very common.
You could even switch it around. Like it could
vice
be
versa.
the daddy who
Yeah,
agrees
just a
with his
parent.
wife, and he just wants to talk to his mom instead.
That's why I said parents. Like one
It's
parent
not
or the
because
other.
she's a woman. That makes no fucking sense.
Man,
also
you're a
kind of
woman.
a-
You don't understand. Bye.
Also, kind of a special bond between a dad and his son.
Yes.
So
People don't understand this, but like,
Guys think alike. Yeah, who would have thought?
Being fatherless is does affect the human psyche.
Yes.
Yep.
Maggie doesn't understand
Prisons.
that, so who cares?
Then that also goes for you may, your father may be married and part of the household, but you never see him because he's always doing overtime. That's the same as the father being absent.
Mhm.
So don't just think because you're making enough money to 20 years down the line build a house for your family that you're doing good for your children. No, you're not. You need to be there. That's the important part.
And I assume it's the other way with with the daughter.
Oh yeah, missing dad does stuff to a daughter's psyche too. That's a bigger topic.
Well, without it, we wouldn't
Oh,
have
really?
porn.
Okay.
Yeah, win-win situation, really. Women without fathers.
Is it without dads?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, women
I,
without dads, please.
I thought muttered, but okay. Sure.
Oh well. Anyway, let's keep watching about how Dick Cheney helps Kirk Cameron with his money problems or whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, how they ignored Sarah Palin.
Well, they ignore Sarah Palin like the rest of America.
Yeah.
Daddy immediately starts talking about how God saved his marriage.
The Lord did a work in us, in both of us.
The Lord?
After pestering Kirk about God a bit more,
I never understood why Jesus had to die on the cross.
Dad, please. We had this conversation last month.
Daddy tells Kirk he's going to send him a gift that will save his marriage in 40 days, which ends up being a copy of The Love Dare, a Christian self-help book for relationships. Kirk's daddy continually ties his identity to God's identity. When he pressures Kirk into taking the Love Dare, he says,
"Look at it as a gift from your Father."
The Christian audience is meant to understand Father as both this human daddy, but also God the Father. And throughout the film, we'll see Kirk's dad acting as a kind of conduit for God's message. We get this really silly shot where the father leans against the cross to directly, physically tie himself to Jesus' identity.
What?
No. Whoa, that's a big stretch.
He's old and he's tired and he's leaning against a wooden post. Don't you start bringing up.
Maybe he's trying to be young again. That's how all the kids do it, right? They lean on crosses.
It's very common that a Christian man tries to place his identity with Christ.
So, considering these are not very well done movies, and they are contrived, and I can imagine the director having this weird idea. I can give her that.
Yeah, I don't think so though, because that it doesn't have a cross next on it. It's just a post. Unless they go with the Jehovah Witness theory on the crucifixion, where it's not a cross, it's just a stake in the ground.
Yeah, because the
I thought it was a
Jehovah's
cross. I didn't see it. Oh.
I've interacted with Jehovah Witnesses a lot on my mission.
So
You got
yeah,
a mission from God.
this is a
That
bit
is
of a
scary.
stretch. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, this is Mm-hmm.
A bite of stretch, yes.
Old man leaning against a block of wood. Yeah, he's clearly Jesus. Okay, great.
Identity.
Oh, man,
He's
leaving
not
against
showing
what?
reverence or deference to this cross. He's
Oh, it
leaning
is a
against
cross.
it the way you would lean against the car that you're really proud of that you just bought.
What?
What?
Daddy's the best.
Leaning against a car you just
What are
bought?
you talking about?
What cars do you lean against, Maggie?
What is this fucking video? Why does she make up this weird shit. Like what Mark said. She makes this lore up in her head about stuff that clearly isn't happening.
I think she's.
Has there been like a video where like she's sincerely like analyzes a movie for what it is and she doesn't use that canon? Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Mark, it
And like
doesn't
seemingly
exist.
like her newest trend is that like she picks two entirely distinct movies and tries to tie them together with the team. Yeah.
Mark, she did a review on Kirk Cameron Saves Christmas just to shout at Hobby Lobby over reproduction rights.
Yes.
That was literally the reason she did that.
She seems to have like a brief with a religion. Like I can understand maybe like she has, but like fuck that.
No.
Even then, there was that last video we watched where Jesus Christ was a social justice warrior.
Oh yes, like I said, when he said "eat the rich" or some shit.
Did I miss that?
I think that was during the I'm in love with the church girl Maggie review.
Exactly.
Yes, that was the one. I have a fucking trash truck behind me and he's making so much noise I want to kill him.
Well,
oh, you just want to hurt the woman, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, yes. What else? They painted that truck for $25K. God damn it.
Such a toxic masculinity man, okay?
Yes, and. But yeah, like Maggie Mae Fish has very inconsistent like standards regarding fucking goddamn truck. Regarding the fucking religion, where like at one point religion bad, another point no, religion was good. It's just men bad, and religion bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
To eat rich. I guess Jesus promotes cannibalism now.
And that's why we need Kanye West Yeezit.
What?
Kanye West Yeezit.
Anyway.
Someone knows what I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah, I always listen to Kanye. And his new name.
I don't listen to much music.
He changed his name. Did you guys know?
Did he change his name?
He's Kanye East now.
He's a trans compass.
It's Ye. Kanye, or is it Ye? Is it Ye or Ye? I don't know. How do you pronounce that?
Kanye
really?
Ye, yeah.
Kanye. With a Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ye.
What the?
Kanye, you imbecile.
It's still better than Megaverse, so you know.
What?
Don't worry, guys. It's just a phase.
Just a phase.
Anyway, back to the video.
Of Christ's message. So, in a sense, he is implying that we should identify him as Christ. The Father in Fireproof is speaking for, or arguably as, God, the same way that evangelical preachers speak for, or as God, to their congregations. Pastors do this when they preach their personal values and goals by transposing the word God for me in order to mask their self-serving message. If you want
you do
to
that when you say social
to
justice.
hand over their money, simply saying, I want you to hand over your money, probably won't work. However, if you stand in front of that same group of people and say,
actually, it works
God wants
way
you to
more
hand over your
effective.
money, you've taken the first step towards being a successful prosperity gospel preacher. Of course, this is.
So,
yeah, sure.
I will repeat what I said before. You demoralizing someone and letting that person rely on you only, is much more successful and much more efficient than saying, no, God says so. Because the moment that person has the access to the Bible or whatever other text it has, you tell them to do something contradictory, he's no longer going to rely on you. He's going to say you're a liar. Just God
Which is why many pastors in several religions across the states advise not to read the Bible because they know that as soon as somebody reads the Bible, it'll contradict the sermon they've been.
And yet it still doesn't last as long as fucking communism. Somehow, because like I said, communism doesn't have a solid text to it. It says rely on this dude. This dude is now your moral giver. And this dude doesn't have a book even, or like a consistent text or anything. So anything he says is gospel. Now give me your money. That's much
Shut
more
up and give me your money.
Shut up. Instead of shut up and take my money, shut up and give me your money, yeah.
But then you have to ask, how is Maggie better than?
Oh, Maggie's not better. Maggie's just more. Maggie would be more efficient. It's like okay, two people are trying to manipulate the mass to give them money. One is using God, the other is using himself. I would argue the person using himself would make more money because he would require to demoralize someone, then make him rely on only him. He doesn't have any solid standing in terms of morals. The other is restricted by, the Bible or the text or the Torah or whatever. So, like, if one person, and only one person, that's all it could require, gets access to it and discovers bullshit, it's over for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. 30 minutes and a half.
Good.
2 hours gone, Pat. Yeah, you know what? That's not a bad average for Maggie.
We're doing okay.
Yeah, well, we usually cover around 50-minute videos anyway, so this is Maggie we're talking about, so it's actually not bad.
We're getting there.
Okay.
This isn't specific to preachers. We see sketch wing figures like Andy No use similar rhetoric.
What?
Andy wants your money.
What?
So Andy says that if you send him money, you're somehow magically fighting
Wow.
the Marxists or whatever. Just like if you send a
No.
Wow.
No.
Exactly the same.
You scumbag. You
Guys.
Why
You don't
Andy
see
of all
on a
people?
Marxist
Seriously.
or whatever. Maggie, why aren't you going into detail about this? Why aren't you, why did you
I
just
don't know
brush
about
all that
this
off
case,
because
I'm
it's
not
just a
gonna lie.
Marxist or whatever? Fuck off, Maggie. Fuck off, you fucking disingenuous fucking cunt.
So the guy who gets
Fuck
attacked
yeah.
by
I don't know about the story.
By
Antifa
Marxists.
is somehow a target of her ire for something. Like, why? Why would you even bring that up?
Oh, because he wants.
Because she
he
thinks
made
it's
a-
silly to fight Marxism
Yeah.
and show and shine a light on its
Because
atrocities.
She doesn't believe that he actually got attacked by Marxists, because the way she said a Marxist or whatever, it's like, oh, so you don't think they're on your side, but you're happy with what? She's a very evil little woman.
Yes, she
Honestly,
is evil.
she is an evil little woman who hides behind who hides behind this fake fucking ditzy fucking exterior, but the stuff she comes out with is vile, and it's just like at the end of the day,
I can't believe
it's like,
people eat this shit up.
There's no reason to bring up Andy No in this video
Yes.
at all.
Absolutely.
Except
Yeah,
the fact
she's a
that
vile woman.
at the point of time when she made this video, he was in the news because her side looked bad. So now she's got to try and make him look bad, because she's like, well, he's just proven that my side are actually evil, vicious, violent thugs. So I'm going to make out that just pretending to get money. He just pretended to get beaten
Behind
up.
bad Christian movies. That's the insanity of it.
Yeah.
It's just I thought we're just gonna review, like, that's what I thought. She's gonna rant about Christianity.
No, she never rants about the movies she actually
And then
rants about.
let me finish. That's what I thought. Rant about Christianity. Use the movie to rant about Christianity. But now she's like, politics. This kid getting beat up by Antifa members, and fucking an old guy looking like a Republican. A fucking Republican politician because she hates them both or something.
Yeah.
Lady, what the fuck are you doing? What are you drinking?
She knows what she's
Fucking
doing. She
she-devil.
just wants to pretend like she doesn't.
You know what? I believe you. She's a she-devil. Hence all this fucking makeup. She needs to hide this vile.
You know what's ironic? Like, she's complaining about that Andy is collecting for something. And like a month ago, she has been collecting for No Olympics LA. So they weren't held Olympic Games in LA in 2028. Because the Olympics always accelerated policing, evictions, inequality, exploitation, and the erosion of democracy in every host city. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So donate
the
me money
Olympics are all
so they won't have Olympic Games. Okay.
I thought the Olympics are all about inclusion and everyone coming together and doing drugs.
Doing drugs and like laying like whatever gender people on the same category. Yeah. Like, who cares?
Steroids activated.
Why do I feel like I'm on a past episode? That makes no sense.
This is time travel.
Yes, it's the timeline is breaking down. Damn.
How do you time travel?
Spider-Man
Watch
far
Maggie
from
Mae
home.
Fish.
I don't know. I come from the future to warn you all. Socialism bad.
The future
Come from
with
the pyramids 10,000 years ago. Now I'm tempted to go back in the pyramid. Sleep again.
Yeah.
Maybe another 10,000 years and it won't be so bad.
Anyway, let's try and get through halfway because this is going to get really stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Prosperity gospel preacher your money, you're somehow Satan. And this kind of behavior isn't specific to the right either. The left has their Jill Steins and their Marianne Williamsons. We should be skeptical of anyone who wants your money because they claim to speak for any lofty, abstract ideology. What's extra frustrating with evangelical preachers is that they claim to speak for Jesus,
That's what you
who
preach.
was an anti-authority,
I'm
anti-materialistic radical.
Anti-authority?
But I'll get to this more when I talk about Kirk
Pause.
Cameron's Saving
I'm
Christmas
sorry.
in another video.
Here we go.
That
again.
movie,
Sorry, I'm
if
sorry.
you can
We need to
even
pause
call
this.
Have you
Jesus
heard of the...
anti-authority.
He said specifically, render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's, and render unto God that which is God's.
Yes. Especially when he's basically saying, I am allowing... It's like, there is... I don't know his name in English. Pilatus. And he's like telling Christ, like, what do I do? The Pharisees are pushing him to crucify him. He's like, I am... Basically, he's telling him, I'm giving you the authority to kill me.
At Pontius Pilate, he said, he basically said, if I were, my kingdom was of this world, then when my servants fight to save me, that I would not be delivered unto the Jews. Art thou a king then? And he said, this end was I born.
Yeah, I'm allowing you to do it. Allowing. I am the... It's like basic... No, Jesus is not anti-authority. Again, it's corruption, yes, like the Pharisees.
Yeah,
It's not
hypocrisy.
Yeah, but for someone who says like God is the highest authority with everything, it's Jesus isn't really, anti.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares that much about religion anymore. It's kind of become the out and out thing in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Well, in regards to Christianity.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just looking forward to what she says about Kirk Cameron Saves Christmas, because I wonder if it's different to her actual review of Kirk Cameron Saves Christmas.
It's probably similar.
All right. Here
Really
is
similar to her, to the one that said, like, Jesus says, eat the rich. Forgot what was the video called? Jesus Christ.
No, that's completely different.
I'm in love with a church.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying she's probably going to say something similar to that.
Was it her review of mobsters and Mormons?
No, it was a review of falling in love with Church Girl, yeah.
Yeah.
The only person who I know of who's done a review of Mobsters and Mormons is Brad Jones, and he actually liked it.
I never watched. I think the only Christian movie I ever watched was God's Not Dead, and I hated it. That's it.
Because God's Not Dead is foul and repulsive.
Yes, I completely despise it. Besides that, I didn't watch anything else.
all right. Here's Kyle Rocket. Thanks for the tip. Oh, wow. Maggie looks not like a female Kelso. Oh, wait. Resemblance is still there. Not a lot, but a somewhat noticeable amount. Okay.
Okay.
There's a resemblance. Not too far off. Anyway, 2 minutes left, and then we'll call it a night because this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. We could say that full authority from Cav. It's like, yes, Cav seal of approval. This is ridiculous.
Cav seal of approval. This is redonkulous.
Holiday movie.
Hey, everybody. That's me in the party.
Is Kirk's manifesto about how God loves conspicuous displays of wealth. Of course, by God, Kirk Cameron actually means Kirk Cameron.
What are they going to do next? Tell us hot chocolate's bad for us? The Druids invented it?
Why are you
Yes.
famous? Kirk loves conspicuous wealth and very strongly believes that you should send him free money so that he can make more movies about how great it is for Kirk Cameron
Like
to...
you, Maggie?
Like you, Maggie, yes.
But silliness aside,
Look how
in
crazy she's
reality,
getting.
no one person has a stronger connection.
Maggie, you're getting very angry about the fact that Kirk Cameron makes money. This is starting to become very...
Yeah, no. Do you see her face?
Yeah.
She's shaking.
Well, think of it this way: Kirk Cameron makes
connecting some of the
movies
dots.
for a very specific audience, the same way Maggie Mae Fish makes movies for a very specific audience.
Videos, yeah.
Um,
I think I'm connecting the dots. Maggie hates God but loves Jesus.
Is she jealous?
I think. Yeah, I'm
Well, I
starting
know
to
that
feel
she
that. Like,
Jesus died for our sins.
I know that she definitely hates the idea that God the Father as a concept exists based on her daddy's video.
she just wants the son. That's it.
She just wants to bang women.
He just wants men to have gay sex constantly.
She cooms when she sees two men having gay sex.
On a boat.
On a
She
boat.
wants to see two men
With
have
trash
sex while
cans.
Next to a
She's
trash
dressed as Wonder Woman in the bushes.
inside the trash can.
If you're like School of Movies where they really wanted Wonder Woman and Cheetah to have a relationship.
What?
from that horrible movie they were in together. Oh my god.
Wonder Woman 1984. They really wanted Wonder Woman and Cheetah to
Why?
be in a relationship at the end.
Well, because it would have made more sense with the original title.
Oh no! And the no, that would make Wonder Woman a furry.
No, because they originally called it Wonder Woman 69.
Was she a furry? Was she a cheetah though?
Cheetah, yeah.
She actually does. Okay.
She
Yeah,
does
and
turn into a
towards the
cheetah
end.
at the end, and there's
Something like towards the end, she'll be a furry.
main.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean at the end? Like at the
Because
very
at
end?
the end of the movie.
Yeah. Towards the end of the movie, she just says like, "I want to be the apex predator." She becomes a cheetah, and then
What?
she gets electrocuted.
Oh my.
Wonder Woman 1984 is a horrible drug trip of insane insanity because Patty Jenkins went all Tim Burton on Batman Returns on this movie.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, but while Batman Returns has got its good parts, Wonder Woman is
It does, but it's basically like Tim Burton unleashed to do whatever he wants.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Like now I'm free.
Never go full
There
Tim
are
Burton.
no strings on me.
Yeah, never go full Tim Burton. That famous line from Tropic Thunder.
Never go full retard.
Well, in Maggie's case, she's going full Macintosh, so it's.
She's going full. She's going full. How dare someone else make money? I should have all the money. Give me money.
At this point, Maggie Mae Fish is the Antichrist. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Blasphemes God. She blasphemes God. She acts as if she's the moral giver.
Yeah.
No, there are plenty of stuff. Let me. I think I have it. Remember.
I just think that this whole thing is she's just really angry that Kirk Cameron makes money. So
Makes more money than her. Honestly,
Yeah.
I honestly, Kirk Cameron has gone down in relevance over the years, to be perfectly honest.
He's
he in
gone
that
down
Deadpool movie?
since the fucking 90s. It's ridiculous how unrelevant he is.
Wasn't he in that Deadpool movie though?
What?
No, there was
Was he?
kind of a weird video where he talked about how the banana is proof that God exists, and it was very weirdly homoerotic.
Wait, what? What?
Oh.
There was some other guy with them. They were describing how the shape of the banana was perfectly situated for humans to grasp, but not understanding that they were developed from plantains. That they had to be cultivated a certain way and crossbred with them in order to have that shape, because they're not actually like that naturally.
Yeah. Jesus fucking. It's like the thing is, it's like the bananas that we have now all come from one species.
It's the same plant.
Banana. Yeah, it's literally
they're all clones.
From someone in England who owns a place called Chatsworth House, which is near where I live. That's where he saved the bananas when there was the banana plague or whatever it was, or something.
Keith David? Really?
Banana plague.
What? Yeah, no, there's banana plague, and there's a big house called Chatsworth House, and in their greenhouses is where the banana seeds were all kept and saved. And then he managed to make a banana that didn't get affected by this virus or this bacteria or whatever it was.
What was a fungus?
Or something like that, a fungus or something. He redistributed it across, so all the bananas that you eat today come from that one type. So
the old strand is dead. If you are old enough, you may have still had those. I keep hearing that the old bananas tasted much better.
Yeah. But so it's not God. It's just some incredibly rich bloke from my hometown who saved bananas. So, okay. Nice. So it's not God, Kirk. Sorry.
I just find that hilarious and ridiculous.
You should send that clip. I want to see it.
Oh, it's pretty old, but it's pretty silly. Yeah, It
is really bad. It is hilarious.
Anyway, we got almost a minute to go before we call it an evening, because God knows we need it.
God only knows.
Use the Lord's. You use the Lord's name in vain. Oh no.
To be honest with you, it's either use the Lord's name in vain or shoot myself through the head. So use the Lord's name in vain. So.
But you won't see God if you kill yourself.
No, I don't care. I really don't care. I've seen what hell's like. I've watched enough Maggie Mae Fish videos, so.
You just have infinite Maggies.
Oh no!
Eternal
the Maggie Overlord.
Yeah, it's like hell. I'm told it's hot and hot and fiery. So.
I wish
I hope it is.
Here's hoping.
Otherwise, I've been sold a false bill of goods. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
To God than any other person. There is for spirituality or divinity. We are all equally unsure about what happens after we die, or whether or not there's a God at all. So when an evangelical, or another preacher for that matter, claims to know what God wants, even if we set aside their possibly selfish motivation and take them at their words, we have to recognize that they cannot know what God wants, because none of us can. That's why we call it faith, not fact. They can give their best interpretation or best guess about what God wants. That's what the Bible is, a collection of best guesses. Thousands of years ago, people looked to the patriarch of the tribe and asked, why do bad things happen? And where...
What patriarch are you talking about?
Patriarch meaning there's the big leader of...
Anyone more knowledgeable than Maggie, yeah.
That's not hard.
I think that Maggie just doesn't like the fact that somebody can dictate to her what she should think.
Yeah, that's why he's going to say it's a guess. I was like, okay, sure, you could say Yeah, I can understand the claims like, okay, religion is the interpretation of what God's values and such. Okay, sure. But like, if a person does believe that religion, there's not much second guessing. Like, oh, maybe there are some, definitely, but like not all of it is gonna be, oh, maybe this time it's okay, or maybe this time it's fine. Usually it's gonna tell you there are set standards that you should or should not do. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Maggie.
Let's keep going.
Where do we come from and why are we here? Up to that patriarch, the daddy, to give his best guess. The Bible is a collection of best guesses from countless anonymous daddies throughout history. And this is why evangelicals use rhetoric to tie their identities
This is the stupidest shit I've ever listened to in my life. Oh my god. So many daddies in history. What the fuck? What the fuck are you smoking?
Holy fuck, her face.
I think we're done, right?
Yeah, we've got to be done. I'm sorry. This is just stupid. This is just.
Should we do a part 2?
No.
Should
we have this face. This face is.
I think
pretty
so.
tempting.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Yes.
What, Down syndrome? Yeah, possibly, but I'm not
Down
fucking...
syndrome. Let's do it.
No, going down on a guy, yeah.
But yeah, this is just like this is just. I've got daddy issues. Hear me roar. You know what I mean? This is stupid. What the fuck? What does this have to do with? Fuck me.
Oh my god.
I really hate this woman. Honest to God, I really, really, really hate this woman.
I wish she had a trash can to punch right now.
All right. Well, let's go to stream memes. We're gonna call it an evening. Here is happy early Halloween, everyone. Here's some nightmare fuel. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Who is that? I don't know.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Could be Curio. I don't know.
That is Curio. Yeah, that is indeed Curio.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
right.
Is that a woman?
Why is she stapled 2 caterpillars to her forehead?
That is I think that is actually a man in a dress.
Oh yeah. We
that
figured
is a
that
man,
out.
okay.
Yeah, we got
Why
that.
are these people unable to fake some cleavage? It's not that hard.
Well, they're already large to begin with, so.
No.
Looks stupid.
Found a picture of Maggie Mae Fish's sister. Okay, V.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Part-time Walmart worker. Nice Trilby, that's fantastic.
Mr. Dunn, he's the devil.
The Sigma Dunn grind set. Don't work beta jobs. Work part-time at Walmart. Don't pay rent. Live in your parents' basement. Invest in Norwegian stonks. I don't know.
It's Norwegian and Carnival cruise lines, mostly Carnival, but a little bit of Cinemark.
Why?
Okay.
Norwegian cruises. Why? Why?
Norwegian as a brand. Norwegian cruise line. It's a brand.
But how do you get involved in that stuff? How?
The stock market.
How do you go? You know what? Cruise lines. That's what I'm investing.
Because it was $12 a stock when I bought it, a large chunk of it, with the initial investment of $6,600.
By chunks.
And now it's been building for the last year and a half ish to go up since the crash to 36K.
Yeah, guys, anything, if you bought the stock market during 2020, you would have made money. It didn't matter really what exactly you invested in, whether it was airplanes or cruise lines or iron ore. You know, you would have had a return by at least I would say May of this year of almost 20 to 30%.
Oh,
and that's
that would've
being
been on my birthday.
I'll tell you something. I was
conservative.
the stocks in.
Oh, my return was almost
CO2.
100%.
Oh yeah, I believe you.
It was very, very, very lucrative.
I wish I had shares in CO2 companies because their prices and everything went through the fucking roof just recently in the UK. Because we had a gas, and it was absolutely crazy. And gas was really expensive, and I was like, great.
I'm not sure what this is from exactly, but it says whatever shit Maggie is made of. I couldn't.
It's Powerpuff
Girls.
This is from Girls.
Intro.
Girls. It's the theme. It's in the intro.
It should be, instead of
The
whatever
Maggie
shit Maggie's
formula.
made of, is like overflow of fucking makeup. Overflow of makeup, and then you get Maggie with her fucking paused face that we're seeing.
Yeah, you could get the before and after.
Or after.
Evangelical Christian fetish moment. I can't show it because it fades to black, but it's essentially just a stick man kicking a garbage can.
Mm-hmm. He's smiling too.
Yeah, this is the strangest thing to take out your aggression or sexual tension on a garbage by after arguing. What the hell?
He's raping the trash can. Oh no!
But the thing is, I understood with like him kicking the trash can. Yeah, that's fine. What I didn't understand is the way that she went, God, this is sexual fetishism. I'm like, wait, what? How?
Have fetish on kicking trash, didn't you know?
All right, here is a tweet from Maggie Mae. This is October, so just recently. It talks about Idris Elba. I wouldn't say he was sexy. I don't think I'm going for that. That's for sure. Talking about how Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Knuckles is not going to be sexy. But Maggie's like, I think we'll be the judge of that.
Like, that's like the first thing like Maggie thinks about. Like, how can I masturbate to this?
How to a fucking echidna? Are you joking me?
It's like Maggie Mae Fish's to-do list. Flick bean. That's it.
Have you noticed that there's like a book next to her, like the entire review that was like "Love is Love"? Like this is like the peak. This is the peak.
She watches Sonic hentai, essentially.
Of course, like where the
fucking
fuck else
God.
would this come?
What the fuck is wrong with her? Seriously.
Clearly, multiple things.
There are not enough therapists in the world to help Maggie with all her problems.
Oh boy!
I think the therapist would just fucking keel over and cry.
You're gonna say a
Hearing
therapist just
Maggie.
kill himself? So yeah.
Well, this meme speaks for itself. She just references people in videos for 5 seconds and then just moves on. I can't see that, sir. It's a very, very small picture of...
It says love is love.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a pedo book?
Possibly.
Yes.
It's a new
Every
one.
time.
It has shit on the rainbow, so it must be a relatively new one. So it is likely a pedo book.
Okay.
It's definitely a Peter book.
If you hate religion, why don't you ever hate on Muslims or Jews? And the atheists are just...
Okay, switch from atheist and like put anti-theist, because there's a difference.
Yeah, and before social justice took over the US atheism movement, they were criticizing the Quran as well because it's even dumber.
The Quran, you can see the like eraser mark still of where they've rubbed stuff out and rewritten things. So
There's been a lot of say discourse between many Muslims between like the whole Quran and Hadith and many other books.
Oh yeah, I mean they at least have a classification about a hadith of that is likely original statements by the prophet. Then that is believable first-hand proof that it might have been said by the prophet. Then this is kind of unlikely and total garbage. The guy made up who wrote this. So that, at least in regards to the Hadith, they at least are critical.
Now, if you can't see the picture, it's a German exploring Africa.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't.
How is that?
Wait, where?
I don't know.
Wait, what? Who the fuck is doing that? How does that look?
Which meme are you talking about?
Just ask Mateus. He posted this.
I honestly, the first time I saw that, I thought it was like a man fighting an emu or something.
I don't know. I don't know.
Here's another Mateus one. A battle between the Canadians and the Irish in Toronto.
Why? When did we talk about that? When did we talk about that?
Why not just say? Why not just say the Irish versus everyone else? Because it's Canada's
exactly. Irish don't exist.
Are you becoming Mike?
Well, actually, Mateus sent me a message. He said, here in Brazil, the banana plantation is full of clones of the same plant. If a disease happens, it will kill all the plantation.
Yes, that's what I've said. That's what I've said before.
No, that's what I just said as well.
It's just that they replaced one clone that died from something with another clone that will eventually die from something.
I guess he wants you to know that it happens in Brazil.
Okay, he's told us that about Brazilian plants, right? Brazilian bananas. What the fuck has that got to do with Canadians fighting the Irish? I'm confused.
Come on,
we do have some Irish pubs in Toronto, so people do fight in bars.
Bananas.
They're drunk enough.
But the question: I was watching something on YouTube earlier. Did you know about the guy in Quebec who dressed up as a medieval knight and stabbed people like a couple of years ago?
Stabbing?
That sounds great.
He had like a proper sword and he killed 2 people and stabbed loads of others. But he was dressed up like a crusade knight.
I don't know about the knight. We have had a whole bunch of stabbings and people with like samurai swords in Montreal for some dumb reason.
Samurai swords.
Yeah, it's one guy thought he was it?
I'm gonna.
The hell was it? I can't remember when it was. This is a long time ago though. But you said a few years ago.
All right.
There's been a lot of weird stuff in Montreal. Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the video because it was very, very weird. And I was just a bit like, oh, that seems very strange for Canada. They seem so nice. Why would someone go around dressed as a knight stabbing people?
Usually we get those reports in Toronto, but we do get the rare one in Quebec City and that sort of thing. But anyway, last meme of the day. Nice to meet you, Maggie. I'm the professor. He made us in his laboratory by accident. It's okay, professor. I was an accident too. Ha ha ha.
An accident, a mistake, a regret.
I love the fact like it looks like a normal girl at first, and then when she explains herself to be an accident, she reveals her true self. Maggie Mae Fish.
The Maggie Mae Fish, yes.
She took off all that makeup and was like, "It's okay, professor."
Well, I think that Maggie video went pretty much how we expected, and we're only half done. So we may continue tomorrow if we have enough people. If not, we'll go on with the normal voting as per the past few days where we were too tired or exhausted to have a Smudcast. So
it's gonna be Joe. Oh.
It's a Joe video? Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh god. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh god, oh no.
Well, we could always do the Wheel of Time trailers and respond to those. I think it would be hilarious. Like, it would get a lot of views.
I'd never watched Naruto before, really.
Neither have I. I never watched Wheels of Time.
Can we sue these people?
I don't know.
Well, the thing is, Wheel of Time is a book series that they're adapting into a show.
Adapting in several quotation marks.
You know what?
You know the Star Wars prequels. At least George wrote his own universe the way he envisioned it. Doesn't matter that the movies weren't that great. Well, it at least was his own stuff. He did it in his own way. Okay. So compared to that, the Star Wars prequels were actually pretty okay. What these people are doing with Wheel of Time and whatever else they're massacring, that's not okay. That's just shit, and that's deliberate shit.
Well,
it's malicious shit.
We've been getting adaptations for the past few years.
Like, there's like the bad movie that is just like it's bad, but it's
They're
not
not even
offensively
adaptations. They're just rip-offs.
Well, maybe we could watch. I know I'm doing a stream tomorrow at 3. If anybody wants to come on and Wisp, if you want to come on, I'd love to have you. Just
what is
out.
free? What do you mean?
Free.
AM, PM?
Free MST, like the usual Smudcast time, but that's kind of mainly because I'm bringing Dollface, Dr. Crow, and a guy named Space Oyster on.
Oh God!
They've all read the books.
Dude, you want me to decide between this crap, Veritas Joe, and the Wheel of Time massacre? I can't make that decision.
Wisp is gonna go insane.
Anyway,
yeah, exactly. No. Exactly. Wisp is German. To make decisions, she's got to talk to the Austrian who controls her. Isn't that right?
Talk to an Austrian. There we go. Make him some nice cake. That's the best thing to do.
Make Prussia great again.
Just don't ask me to paint him.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Anyway, thank you so much, people. I actually enjoyed this because it's been a while since I remember doing anything Maggie Mae Fish. The last video we did from her was just bad. That was
terrible.
Wasn't it about the octopus?
Yeah, that one was
really
just sad. This one is actually entertaining because she's so nuts, and it's okay. That's why we're here. We're here to hear the crazy, and we're gonna have a good time. But not everyone likes it, so we may or may not do this tomorrow. We'll find out. But we have lots of options to choose from, so don't worry. We'll probably talk tomorrow, depending on whether or not Wisp is around or doesn't want to come in. I don't know. We have no idea. So
yeah, we do come in, Wisp.
Yeah. So
come on, it depends if Wisp wants to kill anybody. Kill any fuckers.
Where am I supposed to come?
Anywhere you like. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry that was so unintentionally funny.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you real soon. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.